Yep.
So, what y'all smiling about? You plotting against me?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Every single time.
Plotting out of mice.
Welcome to Whiskey Dice. My name is Brad, and I'll be your Dungeon Master for the evening. I'm always
You like
joined by the
that?
stars of the show. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi,
We're
everyone.
not
Hola.
I don't
plotting.
want to be plotted against.
We would never
but-
plot
Yeah.
against the
Yeah,
Dungeon Master.
we wouldn't, right?
Right.
This
Right.
is bullshit. Welcome back to the Alora campaign. We've made it chapter 23.
Wow.
I actually have the wrong name on here. It's up there. Forewarned and Returned. I have a different title on my notes for some reason, and I'll say what that is later, because if I said it now, I'd give away everything.
That's probably why you didn't put that on
Yeah,
the
you're
actual title.
So last time, our party
Made a decision.
made a decision. Prior to that decision, there was a lot of talking and coming to grips with your new powers. Best way to say it. Outside of the game, we would say new classes. You guys were essentially given new classes whenever you were given the power of the God Keys. And you were coming to grips with that power and starting to make plans of what you were going to do within the realm because war was at your doorstep. But before the ceasefire ended, Jophiel, you decided that you would rescue High Lord Xyrra from Mist because he could possibly be a great ally. You also sent the B team, Squad B, not C, because there's a C team too. Oh, Sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys are the Shield, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you sent Strike Team Sword or whatever you want to call them to, I believe, Ophius to retrieve
Yeah.
Yes.
some people.
His dad.
Unfortunately, none of that matters at the moment.
Nope.
No.
Because in retrieving High Lord Xyrra, I played upon you one of the biggest tropes in D&D, where someone that can control the minds of the weak got himself several hundred Kotoa and projected into their mind whatever it was that the queen wanted. And as they were dancing, doing the crab dance, and they were chanting over this crater, essentially what was happening is the party had a chance to say and bring back anyone that they wanted. But it's interesting because the Kuotoa just manifest. They don't actually take someone from where they are. But if they believe, they can do things. And a name was uttered. And you uttered Serenity, which is the dead mother, former sovereign pillar, former Knight of the 13 Keys, for their former husband of Eowyn, father of Jophiel. Serenity was her name. And that threw me through a loop. It really
Yes,
did.
it did.
And now he's going to throw us through a loop.
I am.
Yep.
That's how that works.
So tonight, as we begin, brace yourselves for impact.
Strap in, guys.
Slap it.
I'm going to start
Strap
with... So...
It's going to be a night, Brad.
Listen, we're gonna have a fun night. I don't foresee a lot of things. We're gonna do a lot of talking and RPing, and we're gonna have a good time.
Yep.
That's all that matters. But tonight, when that name was uttered, each of you, it was almost like falling into a dream, overwhelmed with tiredness. And that sense of falling. You remember it from whenever you were children, right? Where you would wake up from a dream and feel like you were 10 feet above your physical form, falling back into yourself. It's kind of like that. And you feel as though you're falling. And each of you are disconnected from one another. But there is words. Specifically, words within your mind, Jophiel. But for the sake of everyone can hear you speak it through what is being written on the pages of your newly acquired book. Is that me? Who is it? Who is the
I
culprit?
think it might be you.
Was it you, Andrea? No, it's okay. That was you retrieving a message via
Yes.
your new spell book.
Ah.
Yeah.
It has the vibrate feature.
No.
As you begin to fall, no one touches that one.
Nah.
As you begin to fall into this dreamscape, words begin to appear on the pages, and they project themselves into your mind. And through you, Jophiel, you are a vessel for these words to reach everyone around you, but mostly yourself. The words say, "My dearest Jophiel, I hope these words reach you in a moment of calm amidst the storm." It's not very calm right now, by the way. How I wish we could have spoken in person. I wish that I could have held you close to share our thoughts as mother and daughter. But the tides of fate have pulled us apart before we had the chance. Perhaps, my love, we never will have that chance again. But know this, though distance and time may separate us, my heart has always been with you, and it always will be. The world you now find yourself in is one I know well. A world before the darkness of the doom cycle took hold. It is a world teetering on the edge, and you, my brave Jophiel, hold the power to tip the scales. With the most powerful creators and perpetuators of the doom cycle now gone, you and your allies stand at a threshold of a new dawn. No one can stop you now, ... hopefully. You've been sitting back to where it all began, to a time when the seeds of this endless cycle were first sown. You have a chance to stop it before it ever happens, to rewrite the fate of Alora and all who dwell within. I cannot say what this will mean for the future, whether the life you knew will be undone, or whether, when all is well, you and your companions may return. The magic of time is a mystery, a force that even I do not fully understand. But know this, my beloved daughter, I am so proud of you. Proud of the strength you have shown, the compassion that guides you, and the unwavering courage with which you face the unknown. It has been my greatest honor to be your mother, and my love for you transcends even the boundaries of time. No matter what lie ahead, hold on to the love and hope that has brought you thus far, and remember, you are not alone. I am with you in spirit, as are all those who believe in you, and the light that you carry within you. So go forth, and may the light of the heavens guide your every step. Bring an end to the cycle, and may your future be filled with the peace and happiness you so deserve. With all my love, Serenity. Your mind's ache. It's a headache of sorts, as if something was crammed in there right next to your brain, as if the room you once had within your mind is just not enough. Perhaps you've grown smarter. Who knows, really? Anyway, what are you doing here? Oh, that's right. You're an aspiring adventurer. On your first quest with new friends. Some more so than others, you think. But how'd you get here? And where do you belong? Is it here? Are you hungover? It's hard to say. Things are quite blurry. As each of your minds try to focus, you feel out of place to say the least. You are gripping toward reality, scratching toward it, but is it your reality? Or is it someone else's? Hard to say. It's as if you just woken up from a dream. You were just with a tall blue guy, right? Around a ton of fish? Maybe. Holy shit, you can feel it. You're yourself, but you're not. This is Alora, but when is it? It's as if you are invading someone else's body, which is gross. Yuck, to say the least. Okay, let's get it together. What do you remember about what you're doing right now? And why does that big ugly guy look so angry? Why are you holding cards in your hand? Why does it smell like a horse's ass in here? It's hard to say. Each of you sit around a table in a large, dingy tent, stained with mildew and muck. It's a makeshift bandit camp. And you're in the leader's tent, perhaps? Yep, the big balding man with the curved spine at the table? Yep, that's the leader. That's right. His name is Brutus. He's about 7 feet tall. He has less than 7 teeth. He keeps blowing air through the ones that remained, and you can smell the rot in his mouth along with day-old ale. Liver spots decorate Brutus like a Dalmatian. Should you laugh at that? Is he your friend? Nope. Because you and your friends are currently cheating at cards against him, and you're pretty sure he has an idea that you are too. You were just supposed to come here and get intel on Brutus, where the Brutus gang is operating, their whereabouts. Instead, you lot thought it would be a good idea to sneak in pretending to be bandits and arrest him. In the name of Yardoon, the city where you live now? Question mark? Yep, that's it. You didn't think Brutus had 45 men, though. Shit. So.
45 is a pretty big gang he's got.
Each of you sit around a table, and you're currently playing Fates. Each of you have cards in your hand, and are wearing clothes that are not befitting your current, well, some of your current stations. As I said, you're all decorated as if you're bandits, and they're not good disguises. It does seem that most people in here are aware that something's amiss, and the big tall guy is just looking at you as if he knows something is wrong. But each of you have cards in your hand. Well, go on there, little chickens. Why don't you play your cards? Brutus says. Everyone, if you would like, you can roll for me 3 dice 6, but you're all cheating, so you get to roll 4 dice 6.
Haha.
And each of you are sitting around the table. Each of you looks slightly different. Just a little, though. More acquainted with your current class, to say the least. I tell you what, we'll start with Mr. Dawnkeeper back there.
Almost the same. Oh, nice.
What'd you get, buddy?
Trying to count.
Or just to count. Fuck. Oh, are we supposed to count?
You add him up, yes.
13.
Damn.
All right, and Rylal,
10.
and Everett,
18.
and Jophiel,
11. It all makes sense.
and Xyrra.
12.
Come on, damn. No.
All right, so wow, the dice never fail.
The dice never fail.
So,
Me.
right. So, by the way, this music is not good enough. So there's some person within your mind right now yelling that the bards outside are doing a pretty shit job. Just saying. Though it's not quite dark ambiance, it's good enough, and that's where we're going for right now. So, so Brutus, like I said, he's a tall human. His spine is kind of curved. He's got a bald head with liver spots, only 7 teeth or so, but he talks very charismatically. And there's also around 40 odd members of his gang sitting around this table watching you very intently. Brutus just told you to sit down your cards because you're playing Fates. The highest hand wins.
What's he got?
Well, so Brutus and Rylal sit down their cards, and they both have the break, which is one of the lower hands that you can get. Mr. Dawnkeeper, you have a hand called the Lucky Strike, so you're not doing so bad. Jophiel, you have the Threshold. Xyrra, you have the Fortune's Favor, but Everett, you just laid down the Dragon's Eye, which is the strongest basic hand that you can get without any cool combos.
Well, of course.
So you look down, and Brutus is looking down at your cards, and his eyes come up to you. His face doesn't change at all.
Okay.
At all.
Neither is mine.
Whenever his hands lift, and then he slams them into the table, and the table breaks around you. No one moves any crazily. Everyone around you is very much has their hands on a weapon if they need to. But Brutus just shows this peak of anger very quickly, and he breaks the table. And then he kind of straightens out his spine and sits back.
What was the bet again?
He looks at the floor. Well, it looks like you bet around 10 gold there.
Oh, it should have been more.
Oh,
Honestly.
you can take it with you. You, do you think I'm a fool? And he looks at you specifically, Everett, before eyeing the rest of your compatriots. You really think that you could waltz in here and make me think that you were, what, highwayman? competitors of mine on the Lindahl Trail, along the Tradeway. Is that what you thought, Mr. Prince? We're not stupid, Everett. Not at all. You think that the Prince of the Sovereign could just pull up into our camp and, what, we wouldn't recognize you?
Yes.
You know
I
what?
thought it was a great disguise.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Worth a shot.
Brutus actually smiles on that retort.
It's an 11.
Oh. Valiant effort.
You see, I'm in a bit of a pickle here. I never thought that High Lord Drixon would actually send his son out here to figure out where I was hiding. And now I got a problem. Because if I kill you and your friends, well then, the High Lord will send everyone after me. You understand that?
Yeah.
If I just leave, you might follow. And then you might get them on my trail.
I mean, we could.
Which means that I'm left with only one true option. I have to rough you up a little bit in some way. And this could go really easily, or it could go really hard. It's really going to be up to you. Now, all I ask is that you strip yourself of your weapons and your armor. You're going to follow me to the river, and we're going to send you on your way. If each of you kindly do that, then me and my men will make sure not to harm a hair on any of your beautiful little heads. Now, if you want a tussle, we can give it to you.
Counter proposal.
I'm listening.
We don't get rid of our weapons. You and your 40 men, who clearly have us outnumbered, still guide us to the river, and we hop on a boat and we go about our business.
I'll take another persuasion check. This one has disadvantage.
Yeah.
But we still have inspiration before if you got it before.
Yes, if you do have an inspiration dice to burn, it might be a good time to do it. It's up to you.
I don't think I did.
We all got one.
Oh,
You all got one. If you want to use it now, you can. If you don't want to, don't worry
Just roll
about it.
Regular.
It's up to you, buddy.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Well, cool. That was a fun waste. It's not enough.
You know it's better than one, though.
Brutus stands and you watch as the food that he was chewing on earlier, like snacking on, it falls off of his half unbuttoned shirt. Most of it down into his shirt. Yeah, see, Mr. Prince, that's just not gonna work. I tell you what, though.
That's worth a shot.
You hand over your weapons and your armor, because that'll get me a good deal of coin to make up what you stole from me. I'll allow you to have that. I'll let you keep your underclothes. I won't strip each of you naked and send you down the river. It is the middle of August out there. It's quite cold. It's up to you. We can forcefully do it, if you wish. There is one of the bandits like gathering up coin on the ground, and he does kind of hold it up to you, Everett.
Why not just keep your gold?
I don't need it. He did win it. Fair enough. I was cheating too. But you don't come into Brutus's tent and cheat against him. So, do we have an accord?
I mean, I can only speak for myself.
No, I think the prince can speak for those of his entourage.
I mean, I could.
And you should, to make sure that they don't see any harm come their way.
I would rather not have any harm, Everett.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't.
Listen to the boy from the west. He doesn't have the hands for this.
But I want to harm him. See, that's the issue.
Have you heard of the term retreat now to fight later?
I mean, I have. I've never really liked it.
Well,
But
give it a try this time.
In this case, I don't think I have much of an option.
Yeah, and I look around too. It's like the 40 guys.
Yeah, there's
I
few.
wink at one. Yeah, but not now.
8-1 does not sound like a fair
No,
fight.
no, it's not. But to be fair, we weren't playing fair either.
Well, apparently he wasn't either, so...
I didn't read the
Of course
rules.
not.
I didn't know there was rules.
I didn't think there was rules.
I thought bandits were, renegades, no rules and all that. But apparently there's a lot of rules you guys have.
I guess we have no choice. We will do as you ask.
That's a good choice. Hey, Larry. You see a little bandit kind of scurry up from the side. Yeah, we need 5 barrels. Make it 6. This big guy over here needs a big one. Larry
Sorry,
goes running off.
barrels?
Follow me outside.
They're not going to give us a boat.
As you guys are lit outside by your new entourage of bandits, they gather around you with torches and weapons drawn, and barrels are put before each of you. A very large barrel before you, Rylal. Now, if you discard your armor and weapons, if you have them, right in front of you, and then climb into said barrel, and we'll get you on your way. This one, river here, the current looks good. It'll get you back to Yardoon within the hour.
How far is the river?
Right behind you.
Like he walked us to the edge.
Yeah, as if
Yeah.
tempting you to jump into the cold river. It is the beginning of winter.
How far is the other bank?
To the other side,
Yeah,
Uh,
like a
it's
little river.
about 28 feet, specifically. It's a big roaring river.
Oh,
It's
it
the one that
is.
leads into the main docks and the harbor of Yardoon. So it'll sweep you away if you jump into it, for sure. Yeah.
But it is cold as shit and probably hard to get out.
Yeah. There's actually there's a light snow on the ground currently. You guys can each see your breath. But yeah, it does seem that Brutus is, if that's what you wish, he's not going to stop you from jumping into the water.
Did he already said the barrel's in front of us?
Yes. And there's people like gathered around you now. You're kind of encircled at this point. Yeah.
Well, never mind.
I saw where you were going with
You
that.
took too long to just jump in or do anything. So yeah, they've kind of encircled you. So what do you guys do?
I guess we do what the fuck they say. We don't have an option.
So Everett begins
Yeah.
to take off his weapons and armor. What about the rest of you? And like I said, each of you could have had your basic equipment on you. Anything more sentimental didn't have to be here. You guys were dressed up as bandits. To be honest, each of you could have shit weapons and no armor. I will allow that tonight. Unless you plan on not giving over your weapons and armor and you wanted your stuff on you because you feel like this should go a different way. And that's totally up to you. So, yeah, the Brutus is awaiting, but he's not seeming very patient. So,
I would take off, my armor is, patchy and scratched up.
yeah.
Pull up a dagger that's dull and rusted.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
You are helped within a barrel, Mr. Dawnkeeper. And then there's a lid put on it, and it is nailed shut. And you are up into the river.
Nailed?
Dawnkeeper goes soaring down the river.
I mean, technically, he should be fine.
It was air.
Everett, were you doffing your equipment?
I guess so. Oh, you can give it back to the guy we knocked out just outside of camp. Didn't catch his name, sorry.
I like you, Mr. Everett.
Well, obviously not that much because you're stuffing me in a barrel and throwing
I'm
me
not
into-
killing you.
That's true, I guess you do like me.
They're like helping you into the barrel at this point. He goes in head first. Lid goes on, nails down, and then those of you that are left, the bandits get less impatient, or more impatient. So,
I just throw my 2 hand axes down at their feet,
yeah.
throwing them
To the
to the
ladies, they're much more kind. They actually help you in if you need it. If you don't, you can just get in yourself.
Yeah, I just get it myself.
Yeah, so you guys do that. Both of you jump in. Same process. Then Rylal, there's a giant barrel before you. You're the last one here.
Does
What do
he
you do?
fit?
He's not going to fit comfortably, but it will get him down the river. So it's up to you, buddy. What would you like to do?
I would start taking off armor.
Mm-hmm.
Weapons come down. If anybody gets near me, I stop, weapon in hand, as though I'm about to strike out to
Yeah.
keep them away. I don't need
Yeah.
help getting in the barrel. I get in the barrel my fucking self.
Yeah. I mean, they are within about 5 feet, about 8 in total, all weapons drawn. But if you don't make a move, they allow you to do everything yourself. As you do get in, they don't put a lid on yours. They just kind of all kick it at the same time, sending it in as you begin to go down the river as well. And
Like he's on the lazy river. He just
Yeah.
pops his arms out of the barrel.
Yeah.
so as each of you are pushed into the river,
Yep.
believe it or not, you're sailing down the river in barrels.
Crazy.
I wish I
And-
could see it.
And I was wrong. It's not August. October is in full swing currently.
Oh.
And the wind over the moonlit mountains is as cold as the backside of a frozen water elemental's ass. While bracing and trying not to break bones, you can't help but to ponder just what in the hell is going on. This is just a voice inside your mind, by the way. You are you, but you're not. You're not from here, but here you are. You don't remember this place, and the previous place is like a dream that is trying to escape you. Core memories are there, but easily forgotten, making way for new ones. Some of you know more than others. One of you seems to have been from here before. This shit is crazy. And the weirdest thing is that you're not really you. You don't even move the same. You're not going to fight the same, but you feel the same. Emotionally the same. Your soul is the same. Fuck, this is weird. Who am I? Oh, me? Oh, I'm just the voice in your head. Well, that's a mystery too. Perhaps I am you or just a helping hand. At this pace, you should break against the rocks in maybe, I don't know, half an hour or so. The wind has righted your barrels. Thankfully, the lids are not too latched. Some of you begin to push them out and peek your heads out, and you can see one another as you're sailing down the river in barrels. Under the moonlight mountains gaze, as the light hits the peaks, they glisten like stars, but damn, it's cold. Hopefully, Dawnkeeper, you left the fire going in your hovel over in Chicken Alley. We'll find out soon. You have about 20 minutes left of sailing down the river to Yardoon. And I'll hand it over to you guys as you're literally the wind going through your hair, across your face. It's cold as shit, and you're trying to keep these barrels from drowning you. You're riding them like little boats. And here comes Rylal
Jophiel?
at record speed. Just
What?
Where the fuck are we?
What do you mean?
We're in a river.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like,
It's really cold. I mean,
Yeah,
it looks
yeah.
like it's cold. I'm not
He said
cold,
wasn't-
we're near Yardoon.
but I feel like it should be cold.
it wasn't cold when we left the other place. What was the other place?
What other
I'm
place?
so confused.
I'm a prince?
Apparently.
You make a
I
fine
didn't know
Prince
that.
Everett.
Why didn't I know that? That's odd.
Why were
Wait,
we
it's-
cheating at cards? That seems not correct.
I'm. Did we drink?
Hey,
We obviously drank too much last night. That's what it is.
I mean, my head does hurt.
It feels hungover. Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
I've felt that before. Yes.
Are we? Am I having a dream, and you all are just in it?
No.
no.
I don't believe so.
Are you sure?
I think I'm dreaming.
I splash.
If you're telling me
Then
you're
with
dreaming,
water.
we're not dreaming.
You grab some cold water and you splash it against your face. If you have any facial hair, it freezes almost instantly.
That was a mistake.
It hurts a little bit, doesn't do any damage, but you're still here.
I'm fucking wide awake. Guaranteed that.
And there was
Good.
Everett, splashing water in his face again, trying to escape the dream. Didn't work. Idiot.
Who's the voice in my head?
Wait, did the voice in your head just call me an idiot?
It did.
The voice in
It did.
my head called me an idiot.
Yep.
So we're all hearing the same voice.
This is
Odd.
great.
It's not my voice.
No. It's not mine either. Or Rylal's.
So,
So who's in our head?
that's a great question.
That's a good question.
DM, can I make a history check? 'Cause
For what?
Specifically when they said the man from the west.
Sure.
That's good. That's good.
Could I also make one for? They said,
The prince thing?
well, that and Drixon.
Yeah, go
as
right ahead.
For like a time
The
period.
son of the.
16.
Yeah. 16. You are Alex Dawnkeeper. You're from the city of Ophius to the west in the Yardoon province. By the way, in Legend Keeper, there is a new map
Yep, I saw
with
yep.
a city. Depending on this history check, what'd you get, buddy?
Oh, don't worry about it.
What'd you get? Did you get above a 10?
No.
Oh.
The way I got.
Well, I tell you what. You were probably more focused on princely things and things like that, but you do remember one thing. 2745. What does that mean? Who knows? But in Legend Keeper, there is a map.
Where's it at?
It is under a drop-down tab at the very top.
Says Alora 2745.
Alora 2745. If you drop that down, you will get a map of the original Alora from the year 2745. And under that, you'll get a Yardoon tab, of which you can expand to see Yardoon. And we'll get to what all that means after a while, as you guys look toward that very soon. But yeah, you are Alex Dawnkeeper. You're from the west city of Ophius. Your father and mother, you remember their names all of a sudden, and you can't help but to look at Jophiel in amazement and try to understand just what in the fuck is going on. You also look at Everett, and all of a sudden remember, for some reason, yep, his father's Drixon, but he also has two brothers. One of which has a name like yours, but it's pronounced different, and one of which hasn't been among the party in a while.
Wait, Ophius wasn't in that part of... Oh my god. We're in the past.
Yeah,
We're in the past.
Something's not
We're
adding up.
we're in the past. Guys,
do you-
we're
What do you mean?
Wait,
I don't
you remember
understand.
my great I go on forever.
past like 2745, the number that keeps repeating in my head?
I think so.
History check, Xyrra. You may have read of the original Aloran histories. There's a chance.
Nat 20.
God damn it.
Oh, let's go.
Hell yeah, somebody roll.
2745 is about 10 years before an ancient Aloran tale called the War of Zelmanon, whenever Alora was first founded. Around around 26,000 years ago, and like
26,000?
yeah,
Yeah.
before time came to its eclipse and then restarted again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this place is restarted. Like
26,000 or 2,600?
1,000.
Yeah.
We are very, very, very far in the past.
These are you remember this as some of the original written texts of all of history among the stars.
I've read about this. This is 26,000 years before we were born?
That's
So you're telling me I've just spent the last about year on the surface, and now I'm somewhere else. I have no fucking clue what's going
It's
on.
the
Again.
same place. It's the same place, just
Uh-huh.
a very long time ago.
Uh-huh.
Does not look like this.
I don't know
You
what's going
know-
on again.
You're actually holding the book in your hand to a chapter talking about like the original Alora, and you don't even realize it, and all of a sudden you turn, you're like, wait, hey, there it is. And then you have a map of the original continent.
Did you
See?
get that book?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Why can I not get mad?
Yeah, you're
That
very
seems
calm
very
right now.
angry.
As you were like traveling,
not
Rylal, you
overly
keep
angry.
looking to like the left and the right, and all the birds are like, and the squirrels are giving you thumbs up, and the trees seem to whistle in the wind. Everything seems so of nature here. It's kind of nice.
You know, I feel like this is some of the earliest texts that I've ever read. This is very odd.
I mean, I know it was.
What were we doing before this?
Oh, I have no
I have no fucking idea.
Why did we...
You guys talk of a voice in your head? This is the quietest my mind has been in forever.
Is it nice?
It's disconcerting.
This is all very disconcerting.
I'm used to screaming, loud noises, very much chaos, and now I have somebody speaking into my fucking mind.
No, you
I
don't.
can't rage.
You just talked.
And what is with the wildlife? What is happening?
They seem to like you.
They do seem to like you.
They liked you before, I think. Maybe.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
They
No,
did like you before.
no, I don't.
Maybe
I don't.
before
Listen,
what?
fuck.
Is the thing?
What is happening?
I'm confused
Not
about.
sure.
What happened?
This feels familiar, but it's not familiar.
It does actually feel familiar, Rylal. Roll for me a history check.
History. Yep.
Shit, party. I'm proficient. I just can't roll tonight.
You know what? I don't think I picked history.
I
Did
had
I? Nope.
too many hot weeks in a row.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
It is as if even this river is familiar, but it's hard to figure out why. There is familiarity here, but there shouldn't be. And that's a question. You do see
I just ducked back underneath the barrel.
you do see the city walls of Yardoon, which as you see it, it seems familiar, but it shouldn't be, because half of you haven't been to the newest Yardoon from where you came from. And everything is so much bigger and vast. There's less buildings everywhere. Everything seems so serene and calm. The wildlife seems so effervescent. The light over the mountains glamorized the stars in the sky. And in the distance you can see the river docks. Closest to the east gate of Yardoon on Legend Keeper. Closest to Chicken Alley, right outside the city, where Alex Dawnkeeper, you remember, you recently purchased a little hovel because you didn't want to take a handout from Uncle, and you thought that, that the property price would go up eventually and that you could resell it.
Oh,
Yeah. My parents keep telling me, I had to buy property now because in the future it'd be worth more. And there was a shady guy who was just selling a hovel. Why am I thinking about this right now? I'm like,
You know, I feel like Yardoon shouldn't be this calm.
Or small.
There shouldn't be so much open space.
Does it seem like there's lights on? Like torches?
Yeah. It seems to be that the dock is illuminated, though as you're getting closer, you don't really see many individuals, but as you do get closer, you do remember something. Each of you, all of a sudden, seemingly all at once, you remember why you were out there. As I said, you were looking for Brutus, and you found him.
we did.
But then you fucked that up a little bit. But why were you out there?
Why were we looking for him?
That's right. You have a friend. The militia captain of Yardoon. Bristle Blubberbelly gave you this mission. You were trying to make a name for yourselves. Ooh, Everett, you actually snuck out this night. Your father and mother don't know you're here. That's going to be an interesting story in the morning.
Not if I get back in time.
You were actually promised. You were promised 250 gold in total. If you could just find the whereabouts of the Brutus gang, but you fucked that up because there's no way they're gonna stay there, Everett. They're probably gonna move.
Yeah.
But you also had Bristle's second in command waiting for you at the docks. And as you guys begin to crash alongside the docks in your barrels, all of a sudden you hear a snoring over the wind and someone jostled awake. You see a man in the greens of Yardoon kind of peek over in his plate mail. His eyes are tired. He's wiping the sleep out of his eyes. He has short cropped black hair. Younger man. His name's Gavin. Gavin Ford. Oh, hey. You're back. What happened to your horses?
So,
You remember that you
We're-
rode out there on horses.
We're rolling up in barrels, and you ask about the horses?
Bandits.
Why are you in barrels? Did you find Brutus?
Yep, just up the river. If you better hurry,
He
you'll catch
pulls
him.
out the map. I can report to Bristol immediately. If
Yep,
you just
right.
tell us where the
Just circle.
Right
Look.
about
Right where it's at.
there.
So he
Go
he's very
now.
excited. He's
Yep, hurry.
rolling it up. Your brother came.
Shit.
Alex said that your father is very angry.
He did wake up.
Alex, you left the furnace on in your home. I made sure
Yeah.
it didn't burn down. Bristle says it'll meet you in the morning. I think that's it. And then he goes
Yep.
like running
hustle.
through the gates.
There's about 45 of them.
Okay.
Well, job well done.
Can he track worth of shit?
No, probably not.
You probably should have went with him.
What?
He'd freeze to death.
Yes.
Can I track?
I feel like you can.
I also feel like you can.
Can I just kind of like goes down, kind of watches where he walked, and kind of can like see like footprints, almost like
Like
oh,
Fable style when it glows gold. Oh.
As you get down on the ground, like hands and knees, and you're looking at it, you see a small grasshopper that looks up toward you.
He went that way.
thank you.
Who are you saying
Salute
thank you
you.
to?
And it hops away.
A bug?
You're talking to
Are you
bugs.
feeling okay?
No.
None of us are feeling okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, I have a house and it's that way. If we want to, like,
It's
Talk
fucking
about
cold.
this?
Yes.
Okay.
I prefer not to be in my skivvies out
you
in the
live
middle of
somewhere
the night.
hot, right?
Apparently, I left the furnace on. That
Uh,
probably
It
wasn't a
should
smart
be
idea.
warm.
Not quite what I was thinking, but
Your
okay.
parents are mad.
Well, yeah. That's,
At this point,
It's
they're already
new.
mad. You might as well just stay out.
It's kind of what I was thinking.
I don't remember you talking
Wait.
about your parents.
Yeah.
I don't
I don't recall
know
that.
them either, to be
Either.
honest. Parents.
You want to roll a history check?
Yep. What could go wrong?
Everything.
Can I quit rolling stuff tonight?
You
I
mean-
just keep
talk.
quit rolling the
Quit
two.
rolling.
That die.
I will
Yeah.
give you advantage on this roll because it's just the ambiance of the area. But if you do roll below a 10 again, you're not going to get it yet.
Well, cool. That's better. What is it? History?
Mm-hmm.
Is it higher than a 10?
Yes, it is. But
Okay.
just barely. It's a 12.
Everett Tildrasil, son of High Lord Drixon Tildrasil.
Oldest, youngest?
You are the middle child
Yeah.
of one Cedric Tildrasil and Alex Tildrasil. You are the heir of the throne of the Yardoon province. Your mother is Nola Tildrasil, and you reside. If you look on the map,
In the High Spire Citadel?
in the Spire Citadel.
Oh, yeah. The big castle thing
Yes.
that looks all bright up there.
Oh, it's home.
Yes,
Yeah.
that looks like home.
Why
It
don't
all
we-
kind of hits you at once.
Kind of does look like home.
Why don't we just go with you?
Yeah.
That, you probably don't want to do that.
You have a really big place if that's yours.
Well, it's not all mine.
Why not?
It's not mine at all, really. 'Cause
It
it's
will
my-
be.
It's my right, but they're not dead. That's how that usually works. No,
Yeah.
no. I can
Can't
almost
you-
hear it in your thoughts, and no. Can't I? What?
I mean, I don't mind where we go, but it is a big home. Castle, I think, actually.
Yeah, but there will be like guards, and it will be.
You think that they wouldn't step aside
Shitty.
for the prince?
You are just remembering the curfew. It would be hard to get in at 1 a.m.
Oh, it's quite late. You see,
Unless
they
you
lock it all
were-
up.
Unless you were to actually say that you were the prince, and then which the guard would then come and be like, "Hey, Daddy, found your son."
Yeah, no, Alex, you have a place close by. I heard.
Yes, I do.
Cool.
Let's just go that way.
Hope it's warm.
Apparently, he
Should
almost
be.
set the building on fire, so probably pretty warm.
The river actually runs through Mr. Dawnkeeper, as you recognize it. And with that history check, Mr. Everett Tildrasil, you remember it too. The river kind of runs through Dolores Farms. Dolores is a nice little halfling woman that owns all of the livestock within the area. And the river kind of runs right up to this small docks, but this is mainly for the small folk outside of Yardoon and Chicken Alley. And then up yonder in Wax Bottom as well, the homes and things, the small hovel villages outside of the main city. You spend a lot of time here with Alex, because even though you have a brother named Alex, Alex is cooler.
So, what's the actual order? Is it who's oldest?
Who's oldest?
Yeah.
Alex is the oldest,
Okay, then me, then Cedric.
Everett, and then Cedric.
Okay.
Yeah, the three brothers. Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't recall where I live.
Would you like to roll a history check?
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually need for Mr. Alex Dawnkeeper to roll a history check as well.
Ooh.
That was a nat one.
That one, okay.
Balancing out. Guys.
Go ahead and roll for me, buddy.
Okay. Okay, it's good. It's good. What the fuck is my history? Plus 3? Plus 3. Okay, 21.
With a 21. Xyrra and Rylal are your friends from the south. They hail from the Osarium, which is Dragon Country, also home to the great port cities of Alora. You met them whenever you were doing a bit of... You were essentially escaping college. You got
This is my gap year. Got it.
You went abroad and you went to the south. You did a lot of drinking and adventuring per se, which means going from tavern to tavern, woman to woman. And you found friends. You found an elf that looks like a Goliath, and you found another elf
Who's green?
That's green, which there's a lot of green in the Osarium. And you two don't really have a lot of memories of the south as of yet. Not yet. That natural one didn't help.
Yeah.
You're kind of... It's as if you're trying to wrap your head around it, as if you two truly were never from here. As if there's no residual memories of ancestors of this place, which makes sense. But the fact that there are residual memories of two in the party, Xyrra, you're kind of like putting these pieces together. And you're like, it's as if we're not of this timeline. But also, as you look at Rylal, the word doesn't come to your mind as Labrakian, even though there's definitely a place called Noth Lobrak. It's Goliath, but he's not a Goliath. He's a dark elf. But he looks like a Goliath. And Goliaths are not very liked, because they're the ones that were a part of Zelmanon's war just a few centuries ago. But he's a dark elf, so that's good. They're not really liked either.
Yeah. We should be careful with you.
But in the Yardoon province, everyone's welcome.
Why is that?
Isn't that right, Prince?
Oh yeah. I got your back, buddy.
I feel like we always are
So
worried
am
about
I.
him.
Apparently.
It's because of my size. I just kind of flex.
With a 21 also, Mr. Dawnkeeper, you can't help but to steal glances at Jophiel. You're trying to put those puzzle pieces together in your head as well.
So, are we... Jophiel, it feels like we're... I don't know how to say it without making it weird.
Just say it.
We might be related?
Would you like to roll a history check, Jophiel?
Fucking what?
Fucking related.
I love that. I was like, fucking what? I just found out that I'm brothers with Cedric.
14.
14's close. Jophiel, Dawnkeeper, daughter of Serenity and Alucard Dawnkeeper, sister of Alex Dawnkeeper. You also have an uncle in the city. His name's Riley Wonder. He gave up the Dawnkeeper name long ago because he wanted to make a name for himself without the money that's tied to the Dawnkeepers. You traveled here from Ophius not that long ago to find your brother because he was on vacation, skipping out on college. Your parents sent you to find him, and you did.
Oh,
I did not think that you were
you're my brother.
Cool. This is great. Yeah.
Jophiel, you have all the memories of the past. All these new memories that are flooding in. You're still figuring the new ones out, but you remember everything up to this point.
Oh yeah, I remember the past completely.
Yes.
Oh.
And you...
Oh, that's really weird.
It is, because as he says, as you remember Alucard, my father, Serenity, my mother, you can see her face. And you can see your father's face. It's not Aelin. It's a different person. But you feel as though that perhaps Serenity had actually been here before. So long ago.
Oh, that's really weird.
26,000 years ago,
that's
perhaps.
trippy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the rest of you all of a sudden kind of see it. You can see the familial likeness. Also, a really odd thing too, that Everett and Jophiel and Mr. Dawnkeeper see is that Rylal and Xyrra are both wearing rings on their ring fingers.
How did we meet?
That's a fantastic. I'm hoping I have a diary or something in my place so I can figure this stuff out.
Well, he's my brother, so I went to go find him.
Okay.
Apparently, there's a college here.
Yeah,
Not
you
a
were-
college in Ophius. There's a college in Ophius. There's colleges in the Osarium. None in Yardu. No. You essentially took leave from college
Yeah.
and went partying.
You flunked and then came here to have more fun.
That's canon.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't want to do leadership and finances and all that stuff. That's very boring, sister. It's very boring.
I take boring
It's
classes
required.
too.
It is required if you want to succeed.
I mean, not really.
Well, what if
What
instead I went to down south and learned the history and culture organically?
Mm.
I thought you
That's
were
how I
supposed
met
to be
these two.
smart.
I'm going to steal that. Thank you.
Excuse me.
I am smart, just not smart at college
You're not
things.
book smart.
No, not at all. I don't like books.
What?
Why
I
don't
love
you?
books. Wait, don't I?
You don't look
Do you?
like a type that likes books.
No.
You have a book.
I feel like you like books, but you only like one book.
Perhaps
book.
that's it.
As you near your hovel, Mr. Dawnkeeper, you can't help but to hear the rumble of the cauldron of chicken soup that you left.
Oh shit!
Seems to be boiling over.
I start running.
As you open to
The
door, it's
soup!
like it's like when you open an oven and the steam
Yeah.
hits your face and it burns. It seems to be about to burst, but it smells good.
Food.
Each of you are kind of walking up on like Mr. Dawnkeeper's hovel, and you're like, we were just in a castle not that long ago, and this is literally a 2-bedroom shack with like broken windows, and it's lopsided. And as you walk in, there's dirt floors,
What were we?
and it smells funny.
What were they doing in the castle? I get what I was doing in the castle.
What were we doing?
Why
in the
were they in
castle?
the castle?
Hey, check out these clothes.
I cannot fit in here. Are you sure we can't go to your house?
You're more than welcome.
There is just enough room for each of you to sleep very close together on floors and bedrolls.
How's my relationship with Cedric?
It's actually pretty good. Do you
sweet.
want to roll another history check?
Fucking what can it hurt?
There's more. Yeah, you guys, listen, history checks are going to be really key tonight. Every time you ask things, it may prompt memories.
Fucking yes, about fucking count. 23, 22, 2.
Cedric is currently campaigning in the far west, in the Barren Lands. He decided to devote himself fully to Azaran. When your father asked him to be heir to the throne, he declined. He decided to pledge himself to the church, to be a devout follower of Azaran. He can take no titles. He can take no wives. Yeah, and
Cool.
he is
What did,
serving.
Be the knight.
What did Alex decide to do?
Alex?
Yeah.
So Alex, he also did not want to
Yeah, I was the
take.
last choice.
He's here though. He is he likes to sing. He likes to dance. He likes to whore around. He just recently purchased a property with you, by the way, called the Green Dragon. And that deed comes into your possession. Well, it's 1 a.m., so it probably is in your possession now, at
Hey.
least as of the morning. And yeah,
Cool.
he's rebelling against your father as well.
Cool. Yeah, let's just fucking three
And
shitty sons.
The
Let's
sa-
go.
Well, the sad part is your father has, he knows that not 3 of you really want to take on a leadership role. He has chosen you, even though you are rebelling. But your mother's had 3 stillbirths in the last handful of years, and he is
stuck with
so
us.
yeah. High Lord Drixon has been alive longer than most human men. He's been gifted
Yeah.
long life because he is a knight of the Radiance. He fought in the War of Zelmanon, and that's what he was gifted, was long life. But he can't stay in power forever. He is the sovereign ruler of the Yardoon province. He is keeping peace the best he can, but he's looking for someone to take over his place whenever he exits stage left eventually. What if he dies? What if he gets sick? He may be immortal, but maybe not. And so things are tense in the Tildrasil house.
So he's quite up there in years.
About 287,
Yeah.
I think is the exact age, yes.
Cool.
He just recently, within the last 3 decades, started having children. Because
Yeah.
2 decades, 2.5. Each of you are in your 20s. So you're all very close in age. But yeah, Alex wants to buy property. He wants to travel the world. He wants to sing. He wants to find many wives. He wants to drink his life away and have a good time. And Cedric wants to campaign and be ready for any conflicts that ever come. And the only conflicts right now are in the far west, in the unclaimed lands. And yeah, you are an anomaly because you want to be an adventurer.
Don't take an arrow with me.
Cool. How far is the Green Dragon?
All the
Well-
way across the city.
It is, yeah, and there is a curfew in place, but you can try to get into the city if you wish, because most of the militia
That's
know
right,
you.
we're outside.
You are outside the city, and it's like at this point it'd probably be closer to 2 a.m. The city gates open about 6 a.m., 6 a.m. And
been a
each
long
of your,
day.
it actually, you guys are pretty tired, and that chicken soup actually smells really good.
I am hungry.
It's more of a broth than a soup.
Broth. It's a broth.
Also fun.
Alex,
Yeah.
this is why you should go to school. Why
Why
would
you
you
ta-
leave things cooking all day? You could have burned the house down. The hovel. I'm sorry, it's not even a house. The food looks like it's just drinkable. There was probably meat in there. Was there meat?
No, it's a liquid thing. It keeps
Uh-huh.
you clean.
I like to.
I
incite
read
that.
it in a cookbook.
Roll insight.
I'm taking cooking classes.
Roll deception, you bastard.
Oh man, you might get one over me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you got one over me.
You're like, oh,
16.
cookbook. Yeah.
16.
Well, it doesn't matter. I can't taste it anyway. So,
Wait,
Also-
you can't taste it.
Why wouldn't you be able to taste it?
Each of your guys' bedrolls is here. Each of your actual sets of equipment is here, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
Just so you know. So you can fully equipped and everything as well.
Oh, my axe.
Because you guys were in like your underwears.
Yep.
It was really cold
I'm
outside.
going to put on something
Which-
warm now.
I mean, if you want to get over the gates, we can. I'm sure there's a way to get over it.
I don't, though. I want to
I
go
feel like I should know a way to
sleep.
get into the city. I don't know why I would.
I feel like I should also know a way to get in the city, but I don't know why I would. Well, because I sneak out of it. That's why I would.
I feel like I used to be sneakier in a past life.
What? How
Uh-huh.
old are you?
She did say past life.
Mm-hmm. But that means she doesn't look like she's old enough to have a past life.
She looks about as old as you are. About as
Right.
old as Alex is.
So, I'm confused by that. Which makes sense. I'm confused by lots of things.
I'm gonna.
Why do
lay
I have a
down.
ring on my finger?
Well, just as you lay down, you can't help but to see that this is a dirt floor. There's a little ant mound. Each of the ants, they kind of go by, taking bits of like scattered food, all kind of like wave at you. Each of them going into their little hole. It's pretty cool.
I just close my eyes and ignore it.
It's kind of like counting sheep, but it's counting ants. Ant bros. Yeah, the ant bros seem pretty, they kind of, vibrate under your bedroll to make sure it's very comfortable for you. Like soften the dirt. You're very one with nature.
I just stand, watch. Well, don't stand, but
You guys can do whatever you want.
I don't
you
need
tell
to
me.
sleep. Like,
Why
Aren't
is there a
you,
ring
aren't you tired?
on my finger?
Alex, you know I don't go to sleep.
What? That's insane.
I don't sleep.
Here's the funny thing, Jophiel. You feel a feeling you've never felt before. You feel tired. As if you closed your eyes, you would go to some dark void for like 8 hours. And then wake up feeling very much awake.
I feel like I should at least lay down, though.
Yeah.
that a
yeah,
yawn,
just lay
Jophiel?
down. She's tired. She doesn't like saying it, but she's tired.
No,
Each of you actually feel tired, even the elf, to be fair.
and I think you have a ring, and so does he. So
Yeah. As you
And they're
guys are
from the
like
south.
sitting around the fire and Alex is handing out food and you say that, there is that, what you just said, you point that out. So continue that. Go right ahead.
Are we?
Sure.
That's exactly what every woman wants to hear.
Well, the thing is, I don't think. Well, I don't know. To be honest,
I
Wait,
don't
I
remember
feel-
marrying you.
I feel like I've known you two for a while, and I don't remember that coming up.
I don't.
Yet it
remember-
feels
But it could be.
right for some reason.
she looks very angry. I don't think I've seen her this angry before.
Can I roll a history check
almost
because
like
I
she's
knew
going
them
to punch
before?
him.
Say it again.
Can I roll a history check on that? Because I met them
Yeah.
down south.
Yeah, go right ahead.
History 11.
Boy, we're hot tonight.
Yeah. I tell you what. You remember meeting them in Roth's Hold,
Okay.
but that's it. I mean, you know them from your previous memories, even though you're having
Yeah.
the hardest time, Mr. Dawnkeeper.
Yeah.
You were all of your previous memories are fading away at an alarming pace. You're kind of falling into whatever this place is, but still you remember your allies here, but in their current form more than anything. But yeah, you were down there going around with pirates in the Duskway, and you ran into them. That's really all you remember currently.
I don't remember, but I need to do something real quick. Do I have like papers or like anything to write something down in?
That would be really. I mean, you have some like a few college books that you could repurpose.
Cool. I just want to open like the first book I find.
Yeah,
open
like
it up.
Anatomy 101. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Did you even pass that?
I kind of see in that class actually. So
A paper actually like floats out as he opens and it falls before you, and it's got like a D- on it.
How did you manage this? The answers are right in front of you. Literally. Let me show you.
1 second. I want to write down the name.
What name?
Rebecca.
You
Before I
write,
forget it.
you write down the name Rebecca. Roll for me a history check with disadvantage.
Yep.
Would my character remember that was his previous girlfriend?
Yeah, each of you remember your previous selves. It's kind of like a deja vu thing. Like dreaming
That-
about a life that you lived, and now you have this new life that's invading your minds, and there is conflict. But this new place is taking over slower and slower, it feels like. What'd you roll?
A 7.
Yeah. You write it down, and you don't remember why. Who is Rebecca? Jophiel, that's sad, because you remember more than anyone. Because, actually, this works for 3 of you. Xyrra, Jophiel, and Rylal. Rylal and Xyrra, you're not of this timeline.
Yeah.
You remember everything past, and you're finding out things now. It's as you've lived 2 different lives, right? Every time that you find out something new, and you kind of break walls down, more memories flood in, but you remember everything in the past. Jophiel, you're being plagued by 2 lives that are kind of pages of a book falling on top of each other and intertwining. But yeah, so 3 of you remember Rebecca. Everett, You're being bombarded with new things. But Mr. Dawnkeeper, as you write it, you forget. Almost immediately.
I know you miss her.
Who?
Rebecca.
Oh yes, Rebecca.
Yeah, that's the name I wrote down, but I don't remember why.
Well, it must have been important. You wrote it down.
You don't remember Rebecca. She's your girlfriend.
I had one?
You did.
It seemed like, yeah.
A very serious one, if I recall.
You think of about mere half a dozen women on the ports of Rower's Port,
Ugh.
and you're trying to remember a Rebecca.
As far as I know, this man's never settled down a day in his life.
But he has.
What?
Not here?
So serious.
I feel as if someone has put something in my brain and just scrambled things around a little bit. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know-
I lived in the castle, but not as a prince, but like as somebody else. But obviously, I'm a prince because, obviously.
we weren't married,
No.
and now we are,
Yeah.
Maybe.
perhaps. I also did not use an axe, but
I used an axe.
you did use an axe.
But now I have a bow and these two little dinky things.
No,
Maybe
I
you
had
two
two
should
things.
trade.
Wait.
It doesn't feel right, though. These feel right. That doesn't.
This feels right.
Okay. So my memory's fucked up. Alex's memory's fucked up. Yours is fucked up. Yours is fucked up. But there's always an anomaly. Yours does not seem as fucked up.
You seem very sure of yourself.
Doesn't she
Yes.
always?
That is true.
Yes, she does. I usually feel very sure about myself, but stuff's wrong. But it's not wrong. But it is wrong.
My magic doesn't come from my mother. It comes from myself. That seems wrong.
What?
But it seems right.
You can feel the ley lines of Alora pulsating in the deep earth below you.
I feel the ley lines beneath us, empowering me in my magic, not from my mother herself.
I feel magic. I don't know magic.
History
I
check.
didn't know magic?
Yep. You prompted it.
9.
Here's what I can tell you. Sir Everett Tildrasil, you are a paladin, yes,
Yes.
but you have yet,
Oh, I do not.
To make it
you have yet. So, there's like this thing that you gotta do eventually. Eventually, you gotta pick one of the creator gods to like be your, you know, not your vessel, but like the one that gives you power.
He still has one level to do that.
And you haven't quite chosen one yet. So you should go to the Temple of Creators eventually and figure that out. It's actually something your father's been bugging you to do.
Ugh.
Also, if each of you look at the Temple of Creators, there's actually really cool stuff there to where you can like pray to one of the creator gods and get a boon for like 24 hours, just so you know.
nice.
Anyway, continue.
So you do something that's like adventure-y. Everett does something that's somewhat adventure-y. He hasn't chosen it yet.
Well, so Mr. Dawnkeeper, as you're kind of like talking this, like things begin to fall more in place for you. Each of you are friends. Like, yeah, two of you are from the south, but like one of your best friends is Everett. Your sister is here. You guys are just all kind of
Oh, we just kind of hung it.
hanging out.
Yeah.
And you know what sounds really cool? Being adventurers, man.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do I still feel soulbound to Jophiel?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Nope, all that's gone.
Yeah, not at all. As you guys sit and look at each other, tired, drinking chicken stock out of a hot
Out of a
cauldron,
cup. Yeah.
Tasty.
you're friends, very close friends, and you're aspiring adventurers within the Yardoon province of the realm of Alora in the year 2745. in a time of peace, 300 years removed from the War of Zelmadon. Because, like, falling in line with traditions or working for the militia or, like, working for the church, that's boring.
We should sleep. And then think on this more tomorrow once our brains have rested. Because I feel as though we're talking in circles.
I said I don't need to sleep, but the rest of you may sleep.
But you
She
yawned.
says that with one eye half closed.
I don't need to sleep, man.
You just keep telling
I
yourself
don't
that.
think what you experienced before, currently,
After.
after, I don't think it works anymore.
My face just feels worn.
You should
Heavy?
close your eyes.
You only have one eye
Why?
open right now.
Both of them. Close both of them.
Just close the other one.
But then I can't watch you.
You don't have
Need
to.
Why would
You
you?
don't have to.
What
Kind
if
of creepy.
what if something were to happen?
We're in a time of peace. What would happen?
There's guards.
militia
Literally,
outside.
we're near the Capitol.
We're in a shack. Who gives a shit about us?
That's the fairest point.
Sorry, Alex.
Okay, so
No, it's
at least
fine.
put
Oh,
the
thank you for putting us up.
make sure the fire doesn't burn us to death. I am worried about that.
That'll be
It'll be okay, Jophiel. Just close your eyes.
Do you close your eyes? It's immediate. It's literally immediate. She starts snoring.
That's interesting.
That is
I
interesting.
told you she needed to sleep.
That shouldn't happen, but it is happening.
What do you mean it shouldn't happen? She shouldn't be snoring?
Both, yeah, Rylal, Xyrra, you're tired, but you also feel that 4 hours of meditation will do you good. So,
I am.
I'm gonna lay down now.
Yeah, it's time to lay down.
That's a yep. Yep.
Alex, make sure that the fire is not too high.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
I would turn over to the ants like, make sure we don't burn down.
gotcha, pal. The ants begin to literally tend to the fire as each of you roll over 2 a.m. and fall fast asleep. And we'll take a break right there, and we'll come back in the morning. That's good. That's a good point. So, all resting till morning. We're all okay with that?
Yeah.
All right.
Ants tending the fire.
Yes. So in the morning, it is the sound of horses that wakes you, the whinnying of them. As you begin to wake and kind of look out the many holes and cracked windows of the hovel, because it was a cold night, you do see a man on a horse. I actually get to pull out notes and things. This is kind of fun. Haven't done this in a while. So you see a man, tall, well-built. Well, no, bad song. Yuck. So you see a man, tall, well-built, in his mid-20s. He seems of calm demeanor, charismatic. He has dark hair and sharp features. He often dresses in very noble attire, like Xyrings. He really likes, like, burgundy and black. Everett, as you look out, you are looking at the eldest of your line, Alex. Brother, are you in there? The horse kind of comes up and like kicks the side of the hovel, and it all kind of shakes.
I'm up. What?
Well, are you gonna come outside?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Give me just a moment.
All right.
I'm gonna get dressed.
You get up and you begin to get dressed.
Oh shit.
Alex is kind of in furs amongst his burgundy and blacks. You know, he looks very fine atop his steed, but he does kind of climb down, and he's just waiting outside.
Yeah, I just kind of stumble out.
You kinda like-
pulling a boot on.
He looks up.
Good morning.
Morning. So I'm going to tell you this first because we're brothers. So
Appreciate it.
good news first.
Yeah.
I got the deed to the Green Dragon this morning.
Yes.
Super cool. Grand opening tonight.
Cool. Yeah, can do.
Father came to my rooms this morning and he was asking where you were, and
You
I didn't
lied
want to.
for me. Because we're brothers.
Okay, I tried.
Okay. Yeah.
You know that spell that he has, the one with the zone of truth? So
Yeah.
it seems that I walked into it. So I revealed everything.
Cool.
So he's not happy, and mother and father both want to speak to both of us soon. He was very upset that you weren't there for breakfast.
How soon is soon? Wait, what time is it?
Well, it's about 10 a.m. It's about 10. What
That's
time
not
did you
that
get
bad.
in? Hi, like as you guys are like coming out. Oh, you must be
These are
Friend-
the friends I've been telling you about.
friends from the south, right? You're Rylal, right? He comes out, tries to shake your hand if you're willing. No shake? No, that's fine.
He shakes his head.
I will say, Alex was very sincere in his description of you. You do actually look like a Goliath. It's keen, and he's like walking around you, that you are a dark elf. If anyone gives you any problems within the city, make sure that Everett or I know. Like, the discrimination needs to end. And you,
Yes.
from the south also.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. But like as you guys are walking out, Alex, if you guys do walk out, but he's kind of looking in the
Yeah.
hovel. Alex, you didn't tell me that your sister was coming. And he kind of comes up to you, Jophiel, and tries to wrap you in a hug, if you allow him. It's up to you.
Yes. As he comes up to him, I only say yes.
Yes.
He wraps you in a hug, and he kind of takes you by the shoulders, and he pushes you away at arm's length. I took all of your advice. All of it. I've invited all the bards from across the realm, all the singers, all the songwriters. They're going to be at the Green Dragon tonight. I am so glad that you've come for the grand opening.
I'm excited as well.
I got those purple tapestries from the deep south that everyone said that they were going to hate, but you said they'd actually like them. Guess what? Everyone likes them. It blew my mind.
Well, everyone likes them so far. We still
Yes.
have to,
Well, we have to
open.
have the grand opening, true. And then I made all of the little dragon tokens that you were talking about. The whole design it was so intuitive, and I'm very happy for all of your input. Thank you.
Did you get Dwarven Red Ale?
You are welcome.
Yeah, directly from Dorothrock. I thought you could speak. I thought Alex said that sometimes you don't like to talk, and that's cool. You're a big guy. I understand.
He speaks in Dwarven Red Ale.
He's a bit
Yes.
surly.
Well, and maybe you'll talk more. So, here's the idea. Singers, songwriters, performers come, right? Every night we have a competition to see who does the best. The ones that
Yes.
do the best get a token of appreciation, right? A dragon tooth. Very cool.
Yes.
And they get free room and board, drink, and food for as long as they live when they're at the Green Dragon. But VIPs are welcome. Everett and I own it. You're all VIPs. Rest of your lives.
Pretty cool, right?
All the booze and food you could ever want.
Very cool, as long as there's Dwarven Red Ale on tap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, literally. We ordered 25 barrels. And they put the fizzy juice in it.
Yeah,
It's bubbly.
it's quite easy to get
Have you
shipped
ever
up here.
Yeah, have you ever had the bubbly version of Dwarven Red?
No.
They call it
What was it?
seltzer.
It's an odd name, I know. But wait till you try it.
It's so
It's
good.
actually really good.
It's really good.
I might like that. I do like bubbly drinks.
See.
I just gotta be eyeballing you.
You might like it too.
I think you're in for a new experience.
I also think
We
that.
both are.
So did you come from the Underdark? If you don't mind me asking, if that's too over the fence, I apologize.
DM?
Roll a history check. Go right ahead.
Dark. That's right.
15.
I'll allow you to choose. Would you like to this character in this timeline to have come from the Underdark? Or would you have liked to have been born on the surface? It's up to you.
Underdark.
Yes, you do hail from the Underdark. After this session, I will actually share with you the original lore and map of the Underdark, and you can choose where you come from. But yeah, the memories are fractured at best right now, but you do remember coming from that deep, dark place.
You kind of see him kind of grab at his necklace. That's the dark triangle pendant.
Yeah.
And kind of go, yeah.
I've actually seen that before.
Have you?
Yeah, there's a establishment of lawyers or bounty hunters or something that have a similar triangle in the city. Are you from Yardun specifically?
No.
They're in the Emerald Green district. If you're curious, then family maybe. Who knows?
Anywhere really you need to ask. He knows all the businesses around here.
I plan on owning most of them. See, our father doesn't actually own everything in the city. He's just the sovereign ruler. Now, does that mean that he has a ton of gold and a ton of influence and everything? Yeah, technically.
Mainly from tribute. And stuff
Right. But I plan by the time that my brother takes the throne to own everything in the province. That's the idea.
To what end?
Well, you'll be quite old by then, so...
Probably. I just think that all these old heads are kind of running things into the ground. That's really it. All the taverns are full of dingy old folks, just kind of like sticking to old traditions and fear-mongering that some war is going to come sprouting up. I just think that I can make it better. Everything's falling apart. Everything's moldy and dusty. I just want to make it better. With the green dragon, literally, is made out of the skull of an ancient green dragon. There was still flesh on it when we bought it, and now it is a pristine 3-story building. It's magnificent.
Does you buying all of this property and renovating it and such, does that mean that the poor will suffer here in this city?
No, I don't think so. The only 2 impoverished areas that are left are Chicken Alley and then Wax Bottom, but to be fair, Dawnkeeper's helping with that. He's already bought one of the homes. His family plans on buying the rest, and we can renovate them at no cost to the owners.
Yeah, it should actually improve the life of every Ardunian.
Everything within the city is in different states of disrepair, yes, but I plan on buying them, remodeling them. My father's been around a long time.
Yes.
He does not spend a lot of the coin in the vaults of Yardun. I plan on doing that. So,
Maybe it is you that should sit on the throne.
nope, not happening.
Oh yes, you'd make such a good ruler.
Well, no. Maybe you can go find Cedric and convince him to disavow his oaths
Yeah, okay.
and have him sit on it, because I'm not. Nope, not happening.
Well, I'm not going to sacrifice my life for you all either.
Well, I mean, no one's asking you to sacrifice life. Someone's just asking you to like make your bottom sore by sitting and listening to the affairs of your people.
Boring.
Well,
Someone has to do it.
Not this guy.
Ick, yuck.
There's
Kinda
a whole
seems-
world out there.
Kind of seems to fall along with the way things are going.
Listen, Father's been alive a long time. It's truly sad what's happened to Mother over the last several years, but who knows? Maybe another sire will be born.
Yeah.
Can I insight check his claim to want to do this to spruce up places rather than
For good intent.
for good intentions?
Go right
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
18.
Alex does seem very truthful. None of you really sense any ill intent from this man. He does seem to be a little pompous. He does seem to probably be a little rich. But Dawnkeeper's also rich.
We're in a
And
shack.
so is Jophiel by effect.
Oh yeah.
But no, he doesn't seem he doesn't seem to be misguiding you in any way. He does seem to have he seems to have misguided intentions. Maybe he hasn't lived amongst the lowborn long enough to really see what all he needs to do, but he seems to be trying.
And this is a difference between one that went to college and one that didn't.
Did you go to college?
Oh, yes. 8 years, actually.
This is why you pay attention during finance classes.
The college came to us, to be fair. I can't say that I traveled the realm like Mr. Dawnkeeper. You said that you were set to graduate, what, this year? Alex?
Yeah, about that. I'm not going back.
Oh.
How do you think he met us?
Oh. Oh.
I had nothing to do with this. Quit looking at me.
Well,
The South is great.
listen, I understand the whole adventuring thing that you're going for, Everett. I do think that Bristle's leading you a bit astray. But if that's what you want, then I will back you as your brother.
Who?
Bristle
Blubberbelly?
Blubberbelly? Head of the Yardoon militia?
Yes.
The one that's been giving you
Well-
all these odd jobs and has been making father pull his hair out.
To be honest, they are kind of shit jobs.
We did end up in barrels last night.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he did also tell us that it would be easy. There were like just a few of them.
I
Not-
did
not
run into
45.
to both of them, Gavin and Bristle,
Oh.
on the way here.
Did they look tired? Please tell me they looked
did.
tired.
Bristle was breaking things because he said that he showed up to a place on a map and there was no one there. It's as if they just left.
Yeah, well, I told him to hurry.
Yeah.
That's on him.
You did tell him to hurry.
I will
did.
allow you to relay that information to him personally.
I shall.
Maybe his
Yeah.
tracking shouldn't be shit. There's 45 men. How do you lose that?
I have no idea anything of what you guys were supposed to do. So
Deed sent us after some highwaymen. It's
Bandits.
yeah.
We tried to be bandits. We played cards. We
Everett wanted cards.
We cheated. He cheated.
I did win though.
You did.
They gave us an ultimatum of.
I don't know if it's good for
disarming.
me to know these things because
Probably not.
Father will just pull it out of me
That's
and then
fair.
it'll make him more upset.
Yeah,
So I'm just
that's
going to blah 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 blah. All of that, hopefully in my mind.
But
Good.
Yeah. I just,
Yeah.
Dwarven red ale.
Yes.
Tonight. Lots of it. You'll
What
forget.
time?
10 o'clock.
Seltzer,
10
Dwarven
o'clock?
Red Ale.
You're all
Fizzy.
welcomed.
Fizzy.
Lots of performers. Jophiel, I hope that you're there so you can see everything that I've set up with your guidance. Alex, be there? Yes?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay. All right. So,
what time are we supposed to?
listen.
Can we do that tomorrow? Like,
I
how
can't-
soon is soon, really?
I think it would be a good idea if you were to meet with Father before the grand opening tonight so he doesn't send like an armed brigade to find you and drag you home.
That's fair.
Probably a good idea.
That'd ruin a grand.
I really don't want to. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. There's a chance that Cedric will be popping in. I did send him a letter. I don't know if he's going to show up. I hope he does.
That would be cool.
It would be.
It will give you the opportunity to pass on the torch to him.
He will not take it, but I can hold my hand out.
Even Alex kind of laughs at that. There's no way.
Yeah.
Yes. If there's anything that I can do, especially to our new friends from the south, let me know. I'll do what I can. Alex,
Yes.
once we finalize some things here, we should. I know. Why do you want to sleep on dirt floors? Why won't you let me buy this property from you?
Well, like you were saying before we start buying up all these houses and renovate them, I want to feel how they feel.
Ooh, living amongst the people.
Yeah, I did that all during the South, and it was probably the best years of my life. So, carrying on here.
It's actually a good idea. All right. I will see you all tonight. I cannot wait. He jumps on his horse, heads back into the city. Hand it over to you guys. What do you want to do?
Well, your brother's
I need to
interesting.
go. I need to go get pants on. One sec.
Whole time
You're
outside.
still in your skivvies.
Still in the underwear.
Roll for stains. Never mind. Just do it.
Gross.
Yeah, he's interesting. That is
Only
way
one.
to put it.
Well, I guess it's time to go talk to your father.
I mean, we don't
The
have.
sooner we
mean-
do it, the better.
There's
like
all
The
kinds of
longer
things.
we wait,
to
you will
do.
get angrier.
You know, y'all.
So-
they haven't seen your doom. They need a grand
So
tour.
here's
We can.
I was
do a
I
grand
was
tour on
going
the
to
way there.
suggest that
Yeah, thank
Well-
you. Thank you.
While
Alex.
Everett is talking to his folks, we
I do
can
not
go
think this is
take
the
a tour around the
wisest
city.
thing. Wait. Oh, you're okay. Yeah, we could take. Yes, we can take our new friends, and then Everett can go talk to his parents.
I don't think that
Yeah.
your parents would be very appreciative if we all showed up with you anyway.
Yeah.
Do you?
I mean,
They might be a little nicer.
they're going to be quite miserable regardless. So
Mm-hmm.
Well, would you rather have us with you?
it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Unless he locks me in a dungeon. And then come get me. If you
Of
don't
course.
if you don't see me before 10 o'clock.
I'll
come
try to
find
pick
me.
the lock. Although, I don't know why I
You
said
can pick locks.
I bet you can break them.
that. Ooh, I bet I could.
That's very noisy. Don't do that.
What's wrong with noisy?
People come running.
So I'll hit them with my axe.
Well,
A lot of people
could we
will come
avoid
running.
maybe killing palace guards?
I didn't
would
say
be
kill, I said hit.
Non-lethal damage.
fair.
Non-lethal.
Maybe you wouldn't kill, but others would kill. And I don't think losing my wife is a good idea.
Aw.
Okay.
Wife.
Well, before we go,
Could we at least eat?
I was gonna go next door and talk to Dolores about some eggs. So yeah, I'll be back.
Eggs. Well, hold. I don't think you can make
Eggs.
eggs.
Eggs come from chickens.
No, don't make eggs.
I know how to make eggs.
No.
This is fine.
No.
I have
Uh,
I have
actually-
all the spices
So,
over there.
Mr. Dawnkeeper, you have a fully stocked.
Seasoning pantry.
Pantry?
Yeah.
It's more of a pantry than I would say like a fully stocked kitchen, but you do have food here.
How many eggs do I have?
Roll die 12.
Roll flags.
Determined to make this work one way or another.
7.
You have 14 eggs.
That's enough.
That's
Okay.
more than enough.
I'm
Well, I
going
don't-
to make something I had in the south called a omelet.
I do
You
like
basi-
omelets.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this is gonna go well.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Something about fingers.
I told you I've been taking cooking classes. It's gonna be fine.
Did you pass the cooking classes? I go through
I did
his,
pass those.
I go through his books to see if there's any.
Roll an investigation check. Let's see what kind of a grade he got. Mr. Dawnkeeper, roll a die 4 for me.
It's a 10.
Okay. 10's enough.
Yeah.
2.
You got a B. You got a B.
Not
That's
terrible.
fucking decent.
You're a better cook in this timeline than you are the previous.
Yes.
Go.
So, Dawnkeeper, you're making eggs?
Barely. B for barely.
Yes.
Rylal, every time that he cracks open an egg, you hear a,
Oh
Oh no.
no! Kill me! Oh God!
What is happening?
What do you mean? Alex is fixing eggs.
It burns!
I'm making eggs.
I gotta go.
Yeah, go get some fresh air.
I
It'll be ready in what, like?
no. 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 I gotta go.
I guess he's not hungry.
Just start wandering off.
step outside?
Yeah.
Sure, you start wandering off. Well, by wandering off, roll for me a die 20.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not sure what that was about, but
17.
17. All right, let's see.
Did he have to use the little men's room?
Sure.
He said he had to go. He had to go many times.
Rylal, so you're in Legend Keeper. You can see it if you need to. You're in Chicken Alley. So you're on the eastern gate of Yardoon. There's not a massive ton of homes here, but I mean there's a decent amount. As you go walking away to get air, you head toward the actual main gate. As Alex is making everyone breakfast now that you don't hear the screams of the dying. As you're heading toward the gate, you can see a bit of a commotion. You've seen Gavin last night. He was wearing plate armor, but it was kind of with a green tabard and kind of the golden crest of Yardoon, which is just two cups that are kind of clinking together. It's, you know, you probably could have designed it better, but that's no matter, right? Peacetime, right? But as you're heading toward, there is a slight commotion. It does seem that you're kind of overhearing that someone was injured in the night, and you see a lot of the militiamen around the gate that are letting people in and out, kind of fussing over somebody. As you get closer, you kind of hear a, hey, yo, leave me alone. I'm fine. Okay? I'm fine. As you peek in, you see a small kind of halfling man with long curly hair, a little pudgy, doesn't really fit in the plate armor like he should. But he has this huge gash on his thigh where his kind of like greaves have been taken off. It almost looks like bite marks. But he kind of pushes everyone away, and he's like walking, like with his just boots on, kind of like with his pants around his ankles type thing, like walking away, and then he like bumps into you. Hey, oh, whoa, hello.
Hi.
Wow. You a Goliath or something?
No.
You want inside? I'm like not on duty. I was on duty last night. But I can help you if you want. Wow.
That wound on your leg, are you okay?
Yeah, so last night I was like patrolling, and this big like wolf thing bit me, and it hurts, but I am a warrior, so I'm good.
Can I take a look at that, please?
Yeah, if you want to. You got some like bacitracin or something?
No, but I got something else that might be helpful. So I would like to. Let's do a medicine check.
Sure, go right ahead.
I am curious about what bit him.
So you bend down, and you begin to kind of like protrude around the wound.
That's 6 or 9.
That's a big difference, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no, does it not have the mark?
It does have the mark, but I'm always stupid about the mark.
Whatever's on bottom.
On bottom.
So it's a 9.
9.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
Okay, so total?
9, this 11.
With an 11, you begin to kind of like poke at the wound. It does seem to be something that like a wolf would do, perhaps. And looking at it, it's very inflamed, but it's as if the body of this individual is repelling the infection. That's kind of what you get. Like everything now, as you're looking at it, it's superficial. It's been so long that at this point that they didn't do anything. It's going to scar heavily. Like it could have maybe been stitched and it wouldn't have been as bad. But he looks like he's going to be fine, for sure.
I would like to cast Cure Wounds.
Sure. Yeah. So Cure Wounds can actually fully heal things, and depending on the roll, can even get rid of some scars, depending. So go ahead and roll Cure Wounds. So you.
D8.
So
Yeah,
tell me
plus
what the
your
total
wisdom.
is first. Plus wisdom, right?
Plus 2.
Yeah. So plus
Yeah.
2. Not bad. So what we get?
5.
5. So tell me what it is. So this is your first time casting a spell as this new power. So what's it look like?
I would get down, like, 'cause he's small. I'd be on
Yeah.
the ground and one hand touching the ground, not even realizing it's on the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
And the other hand touches his leg.
Yeah.
And energy would flow up from the ground through
Yeah.
through me, and you'd see the energy pulse out of my leg,
Yeah.
hitting the wound.
And as it does, it does fully heal it. It's not enough to get rid of the scar tissue. But he's literally like, it's almost like he was just coming off of a fever, but all of a sudden he goes from pale to like back to his normal skin hue. And he looks down, kind of eyes wide. Wow, that's really cool. I'm not good at this. Thank you. And he hugs you. And he pulls back. Sorry for invading your personal space. My name is Jordy Jordanson. I am a member of the Yardoon militia, and you have just saved me workman's comp, it seems. Which that kind of sucks, because I would have been paid to just sit on my ass. but now I can get right back to duty, so that's good. How did you do that? That was so cool. Can you teach me? This is in such proximity to the rest of you as you're eating outside that you can like see this happening. Like the gates aren't that far away.
I don't think I can teach you. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
The problem is you were looking a little feverish despite workman's comp. You could lose the leg, so it's better healed than.
I would have lost it?
It's possible.
Holy mother of Azaran, that would have sucked. That's good. Wow, thank you. I want to hug you. I kind of want to kiss you, but I'm not gonna because I'm a member of the militia and you're so big. But thank you. And his like eyes well up with tears.
I'll accept the hug.
Good. Okay. Let's hug it out. And he just kind of like he goes around your leg as opposed to your waist because he's so short.
I just kind of arm around, kind of pat him on the back a little bit.
You have a big thigh. It's pretty comfortable. Not gonna lie. Kind of like it. And he like pushes you.
He's
away.
married, Jordy.
So like, Alex kind of yells at him. Oh, Alex. Oh, Everett.
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
Jordy.
These are your friends from the south?
One of
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Holy shit. Wow. Jophiel, you're back. And he kind of like, kind of runs up and gives you a hug too.
Hello there, Jordy.
I was at the Green Dragon. As they were making things, they got those tapestries that you said would do really good there. And even though Alex was like, nah, that's not gonna do well, I was like, bitch, you better listen to Jophiel. She gonna, yep. She gonna be mad if you don't. And then he was like, okay.
Good job keeping it in line.
Yeah, I'm gonna take like all the reward if there is one. Just kidding, there don't have to be a reward.
There's not one.
Your friend, he said I was gonna lose my leg, and then like he fixed it. There was holes in it, and I was bleeding.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he fixed it. And
Always one for dramatics, right?
How'd you get bit?
last night I was patrolling around the city between Wax Bottom and the Chicken Alley, and really close to where the Willow Woodlands are. So there was like this, I thought it was a person on all fours, and it was just running around. So I was like, hey, in the name of Yardoon, like, lay down your hands or whatever and be prepared to be arrested. And I was walking forward, and the bitch bit me right on my thigh and then ran off. It looked like an elf, but with like half-pointed ears. It was like she had fur coming off of her face, but then her torso didn't have fur. And then, yeah, I don't know what it was, but it freaked me out. And she bit me, and it was kind of a turn on, but then it wasn't because it really fucking hurt.
I bet. Yeah.
And then your friend made all the pain go away, so that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Can I do a nature check?
I was also
Sure,
gonna ask.
sure.
I think I have to. Like, of course.
God
I got a nat 20.
damn it.
That 20?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
On
Man.
fire. Let's go.
Fuck you. 8.
With a nat 20, I would say it sounds like a humanoid creature in the transformation phase. A were creature of some kind, perhaps. Humanoid, fur on the face, like open torso. There's a chance that it was a humanoid that's been afflicted with lycanthropy. That was in the midst of transforming.
Jordy,
Yeah.
next time that you see this creature, don't approach it alone.
You want-
And you
Okay.
should probably warn the rest of the militia that it's a were creature of some sort. Very dangerous when
As you
approached alone.
guys all kind of like coming up to where Rylal was at this point, like eating breakfast, like off little like stone plates, like walking up and having the conversation. As you say that, excuse me, I'm dying.
Oh no.
There's another voice that kind of cuts in. I have to go to so many notes at this point. There's so many things that have changed. You see an older dwarf, stout frame, graying beard, a very no-nonsense kind of aura. And he's in that same militia gear. It wouldn't be good if you were spreading the misinformation that the dark are just coming out of the Willow Woodlands and just doing things that they shouldn't be doing. At least we shouldn't be talking about that in the open. By the way, Mr. Everett, you see Bristle Blubberbelly just kind of like full-on trot toward you.
Did you make it in time? Did you get him?
We did not, because I heard a story that apparently we did capture one of them.
Oh, good
that
job.
you wandered into their camp. Into their camp. I told you not to wander into their camp.
No.
You were supposed to tell me where their camp was. And then I go and I apprehend the suspects.
Now,
but
Bristle.
instead, you went into their camp. And they said this little one that I captured, his name was Larry. He said they let you
Larry.
get away because Brutus didn't want to kill you.
I was building a repertoire with Brutus.
Oh, so you're their friends
Hang
now?
on. No. No, to get in,
Were
right?
you a member of the
Because-
Brutus gang?
No, because I believe there's actually someone over Brutus overseeing all this.
Roll persuasion check.
Fuck.
Let's see if you can convince him.
Come on.
Let's see. Anybody want to help
on,
him?
let's do it.
Anybody have something?
I'll give him advantage.
No. You have to say something that convinces me to allow him to have advantage.
Anything.
Anybody?
To be fair, it was told he had a handful of men, not 45 motherfuckers armed to the teeth, when we are a group of 5 walking in to go find where this bitch is.
Well, as you say that, he will say, I didn't tell you to walk in. I told you to find it and then walk the fuck away.
It's kind of hard when there's 45,
But you walked in, didn't you?
Well,
because we had
did
no
hear-
choice.
We did hear.
Well, as your memories come to you, you did have a choice. Yeah, actually.
I still
But
say no
He
but
doesn't
he
need
will
to
take
know.
that. So I'll give you an intimidation check. But Xyrra, Jophiel, or Alex Dawnkeeper, if you want to help Everett with his persuasion check here,
we
something you
did
can say.
hear one of the other bandits whispering in Brutus's ear about the big boss.
Oh God! I want a deception check from you. That's what I want. If you roll a good deception check, I'll give him advantage on his persuasion. What'd you get? 10. Okay.
Wait, what are you
Yeah.
now?
You're
No,
literally
you're a barbarian.
you're
Oh, no.
you're arguing as a would-be Goliath actually drow with a dwarf.
I got a 21.
I'll give you advantage, Mr. Everett. Dawnkeeper, you want to put some icing on the cake here?
I brought you breakfast, Bristle. Here you go. I give him what's left in my eggs and a cup of broth.
Wow. Okay. I will add +2 to whatever Everett just rolled.
Fuck it, let's go. 18. 18. Let's go.
16 is really good too, though.
Yeah.
But 18's better.
18 is better.
You should be really glad that I have a soft part in me heart for each of you. All right then, 250 gold is promised. He hands it over.
Thank you, kind sir.
But perhaps we should really, in the future, make sure that your dad isn't so upset about you sneaking out and working for me. So these are your friends then.
They are, yes.
I'm Bristle Blubberbelly. I run the Yardoon militia. He looks at you
Hello?
first.
Rylal.
Well, Alex, you know who he is. Jophiel, you know who he is. But Rylal, Xyrra aren't from here. So he gives you a little kind of like curt bow and then looks at you.
Xyrra, also, I don't appreciate you telling me that I'm spreading misinformation whenever I was given a description and I just...
It's just acid reflux. Some things, words just sprout from me dwarven mouth sometimes when I get very angry. I hope that the gold makes up for it in some way, and the fact that I can make sure that you make more gold in the future.
If I may make a suggestion, you should probably have people who can track better, because how did you lose 46 men in the woods?
No, you were supposed to be tracking the bandits.
We did.
We did?
You weren't supposed to walk in. You were supposed to see them from afar,
But-
turn back and tell me so that I could get them.
But you couldn't track them
instead-
too?
Like I said, there was.
I didn't want to do it. I wanted to give Everett and you guys some gold. I could have did it myself, but who is that paying? I have so much of a stipend from the sovereign himself. I'm trying to help adventurers.
And
Do you not
we
want me
are
gold?
No, we do.
Everett, it doesn't
Well-
sound like your friends from the south want the gold.
I want the gold.
She wants the gold. Do you want the gold?
Shut up.
Sometimes it's not worth it, Rylal. There you go, buddy.
Go duck through the trees.
Mr. Dawnkeeper, you want to roll a history check?
I start wandering into the gate now. I just start walking away. Rylal has left. Rylal says,
16?
"Fuck this."
Yeah.
Bristle Blubberbelly is not from Yardoon. He's from a city
Okay.
called Tullus. His great-grandfather opened up a tavern there. It's a city of mercenaries. Bristle Blubberbelly is a former mercenary. He's trying to help would-be adventurers make some coin. And all he's asking is,
That's fair.
if you work with me, I'll make sure that you make enough to live comfortably. The amount of money that your father has given me, Everett, is astonishing, but it's
sure it
in
is.
me dwarven bones that I just can't hand it over to you.
Right, well, that's fair. I don't want a free ride.
Next time, perhaps stay on the other side of the river and say, hey, look, there's Brutus and his gang. And then you come and tell me, and then I ride in with my militia and I kill him.
How many's in the militia now?
300.
Oh, what?
299. It seems that Geordie has been bitten by a wolf.
A were creature, but yes.
You
There
mind-
ain't no dark creatures of the dark stumbling upon Yardoon. A were creature?
I mean,
Why are you
it
in
is
such denial?
I see Rylal across the way, heading toward. He just turns back and looks. I'm not in any denial. We just can't spread information around the city. If there's truly were creatures about, then why I need like literal evidence.
We're not. Here's what we're saying: that there is a bandit using a weapon shaped like teeth that is that is prowling that area.
Xyrra
And you
is
should
giving
probably
you a
post
very
extra
dirty look.
centuries to take care of the problem.
Brutus is really up to his game then. That's going beyond spreading misinformation. Wow.
It works.
Does it?
Yes.
What if someone else gets bit?
We'll make sure to kill that bandit with the weapon of teeth later.
Yes.
He gives you a wink.
Or we
Men are
could,
infuriating.
we could go investigate.
I've lost
We have something else to do
knowledge
tonight.
from
Alex.
listening to this.
I have
Not tonight.
Mr.
Tomorrow
Dawnkeeper,
night.
I haven't been given leave to give any of you any formal jobs because somebody made his papa angry.
Well, I have an idea on how to take care of that. So.
You're
Aren't
the
you
best.
supposed to be talking to him?
Yes.
Yeah, I
He
guess
should.
I do. I am. Will.
Make sure that he does. I'll throw in 50 gold for it for each of you. You're a good worker, Everett. Your friends are doing well. You have 2 new friends from the south. I have plenty of jobs to give you. But if you can't work for me, then I
doesn't
can't
really-
pay you to do it, and
Yeah.
it doesn't help me because my militiamen are fat and old and full of bread and stew and ale. Geordie was my best, and he got bit by a fucking bandit with an item that has teeth on it, apparently.
Geordie's the best you got?
That's how bad it is.
That's
A
rather
time of
unfortunate.
peace makes a bunch of wussies pussies.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Maybe you should recruit out of Cedric's army, like veterans that have come home from the campaign.
They haven't come home, Everett. They've been gone for 6 months.
Yeah, they're
Who
probably
knows
not
when they'll come home?
Going to ever
Here's the
that's
thing.
dark.
hold over them.
The Brutus gang is making the tradeway inaccessible. Trade goods coming in, not making it here because he's stealing them all. We have to deal with it. My militiamen could go out there and bubble around the forest and make a fool of themselves. Geordie got bit by something in the night, and all he was doing was walking near the walls. Speak to your father. You're
Yes, sir.
formidable.
Quite.
Your friends seem formidable. You're younger than 3/4 of the population of Yardoon.
Yeah.
I would like to pay you to do more jobs.
I would like the gold.
Maybe-
We'll go talk to him.
Maybe make it home before your curfew next time.
Yep. Wait.
Don't walk into the camp of enemies trying to apprehend them.
Oh, man.
Tell me where they are, and I go and smash.
Yeah.
Yes. 300 idiots is much better than... Well, you're not idiots, but 5.
Yep.
5.
Much better.
So, I will be at the grand opening. We can speak of more work then. As long as your daddy don't put you in the dungeon.
Let's hope not. Well, I'm going to finish my breakfast and
Go ahead
that
and eat.
way-
So, Bristle and Geordie begin to wander off, leaving you guys alone. At this point, you guys need to talk about what it is you want to do
Oh,
next.
I've walked in the gate.
Yeah, you're
I
wandering
did,
around.
I did just kind of like wander,
Yeah, you're
kinda looking
wandering around, but you've already hit your random encounter. So
I'm just kind of like
you were
waiting.
in the. Let's see. So on that side, it would be which district? Sorry.
Ruby red.
Number 3. Yep, the Ruby Red district. So you're just kind of wandering. There's a few things there if you want to wander by yourself. But the rest of you can talk for a moment. I gotta pee.
It's more like I'm like kicking the rocks, waiting for everybody to show back
Okay,
up.
so they're talking and they'll catch up with you.
Yep.
We'll say that. But yeah, you guys go ahead and decide where you want to go next. I'll be right back.
I do need to see Uncle.
Fucking blubber really pissed me off.
Well, while y'all are doing that, you know how, Alex, you know how I've been putting off that kind of like that deity thing, you know, where
Yeah.
I'm supposed to pick one,
Mm-hmm.
right? It'd look pretty good if I come home and it had at least accomplished something, right?
You might want to tell your folks you're doing that first as a repentance for what you've done.
Yeah, I guess so.
I say that rolling my eyes. And that way, you have something to celebrate tonight at the inn.
Yeah, if I make it to the end. Not
You'll make it to
locked
the end.
in my room. Okay. Well, so what are y'all going? You're all going to go
Well, I heard something
Well,
about a
Riley's-
tour.
and right, Alex, a tour,
Yes,
a grand tour, the grandest.
the grandest. I guess it's going to start in the Ruby Rose district, 'cause that's where Rylal is, but we'll make it up
Looks like he's just kicking
to
rocks.
the Tradeway.
And I will accompany you, I guess, until we get to the palace.
Mm-hmm.
Just curious, how are people reacting to me walking amongst them?
Alex wasn't wrong in saying that there are discriminations still in the northern reaches of the realm of Alora. But Yardoon is the most peaceful city that there is. People do take second glances, but no one outright does anything, especially in the Ruby Red district. Especially. Yeah, people aren't giving you much of a second gaze, so. But you haven't come across any other of those of your stature. You do look like a Goliath, 100%. But you don't see any other dark elves either. Nya! Oh, apparently it's time for a shot around the table.
Oh, no.
He's being forced to get one.
Okay.
So what are we doing, fam?
Alex is leading a tour.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah.
Dawnkeeper, you want to tour the city?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. That sounds fun.
I'll give you the option.
Everett, we were only supposed to get 5 gold for that one person. And a few silver.
Yeah. Well,
We
like he
kind of
was,
got away with it.
yeah. Like he was saying, he's got more gold than he knows what to do with, really. And he doesn't, well, have that many people applying for the job. Like on the super, well, I'd say dangerous missions, but that wasn't incredibly dangerous. We kind of made it worse for ourselves.
If you're worried about us not really needing the gold because of our family, Jophiel, I have ideas on what to do with that money to help people.
And what is that?
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't care less about the gold. I was just making a calculation that we shouldn't have made that much because we only brought 1 man, not 45.
Huh. Well, yeah.
If the man wants to give away his gold, he gives away his gold.
Can't help it, he's bad
But-
at math.
A fool parts with his money quickly.
Although he is a dwarf, I highly doubt that he parted with anything that he didn't mean to.
This is true. I know he looks dumb, and he said
Planned
some dumb stuff, but
Calculations.
he knew exactly what we were talking about, and sometimes you got to word it right to get them to do the things you want them to do.
I also feel like he has a favoritism towards the number 250. We might better do a lot for him for 250.
He did say we all get 50 if you go talk to your parents.
That is 250.
That's another 250.
So just another 50 to go. Well, that does help.
So maybe you should.
I'm going. I said, well, once we get to the palace, I will take my leave. And
Apologies,
you all can
Rylal.
continue.
Well, look to your left. We're in front of your house.
That
Apologies.
was
That
quite
wasn't
fast.
very nice to
Why
you,
did we
and
go
I
here
apologize.
first?
It's a hell of a tour if you walk through this city and you immediately take him there.
I felt
Is that what you were trying to do, Mr.
You
Dawnkeeper?
dick.
So they're
I was gonna drop him off first, and then we're gonna go.
point out
around.
things to me.
You want to go to the Diamond District first?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
So here's the question then: Do you
Guess I'll take
do you
my
guys
leave.
wait outside, or do you
don't
wander
know.
off?
We wander off.
Okay. Well,
He can get his ass
Are you-
ripped.
it's up to the party. Like, if you want Everett to have to catch up, you can, or you can send him inside and wait, or you can go in with
Doesn't
him.
matter.
It's up to you guys.
It honestly doesn't matter. I can catch up. If that's what you want to do.
I kind of figured we were going to go on the tour while he talked to his.
I'm so curious to see what the tour is.
I'm
Well,
also
they're the one.
quite curious.
Yeah,
We're gonna
they brought
find
it
out.
up.
Okay. So, Mr. Everett.
Yeah, cool.
Wow, you seem so happy to
Well,
be at the High Spire Citadel.
I haven't had my ass ripped in real life in like 15 years. I don't really know how this is gonna go.
So, as you approach the High Spire Citadel, you are met with these towering walls of polished obsidian, interwoven with veins of precious gems that catch the light in very dazzling displays. Yardun was built by the dwarves of Dorothrok, so that is why the design is so beautiful.
Yeah.
The main gate is an enormous set of reinforced doors. It's adorned with intricate carvings of ancient battles and legendary heroes. The citadel's tallest spire reaches into the sky, symbolizing the eternal vigilance of the ruler within. Would you like to go inside?
Oh. Yeah, I'd like to stand outside, take a couple deep breaths. Like, fuck. All right, let's go.
As you go walking up near the double-doored entrance at the top of several dozen steps, you see Gavin Ford. Hey, man. You want me to, like... And he, like, opens the doors and he
Yeah.
bows.
Appreciate it.
I was kind of, like, listening during breakfast, and... Good luck.
Thank you, Gavin.
So inside the High Spire Citadel, as you begin to walk forward, it's a blend of luxury and practicality. The floors are made of smooth marble, with rivers of molten emerald and ruby flowing through them. It is a very beautiful place that you grew up in. And you're kind of walking down the main halls, which are very vast-spaced, mostly used for gatherings and ceremonies. Some of the higher towers is kind of where your mother and father stay. You have a small residence. It's kind of like having a little apartment within this huge place. But the noble family that is the Tildrasils actually allow for most of the High Spire to kind of like, be used by the other nobles and things. Drixon is just kind of that way. So you do have a private quarters. Your mother's quarters. Not your mother's quarters. She has a bit of a workshop unto herself. She fancies art and drawing. Your father has his kind of like own study, and then they have a room together. There is, the kind of basic things like where you guys eat, where you guys gather as a family. Where exactly what are you doing exactly? Are you looking for somebody?
I would go get cleaned up first.
Okay. So you go to your quarters?
Doesn't look like I've been sleeping on a dirt floor.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, go ahead and roll for me a die 20.
Ah, fuck. 10.
All right. Let's see.
Your rolls are fun. Your rolls are so fun. I'm so sorry, man.
You got to pay the price sometimes. I've had.
No combat.
You did have that
so
night with
far.
7
Yeah, yeah,
crits,
you
did,
so
yeah.
So this is actually a little bit before. As you were walking up the steps, you noticed some defacing of the High Spire. Go ahead and roll for me. You can choose either to roll Arcana or Perception. It's up to you.
Fuck. Arcana?
It's so funny.
This should be
Arcana.
anybody else's roll. It really
Roll
doesn't
up.
matter. Yeah, okay. 8. Let's go.
Your mind doesn't go.
Those
So
dicks.
what you see,
How dare they deface my castle?
what you see is a symbol of a moon, and below it are 2 fangs. It doesn't. Nothing comes to mind.
Full moon or crescent?
Full moon, 2 fangs. Nothing comes to mind. And then you continue in. You're going to your chambers, and you begin to freshen up. Yes. You rolled too low for anything to come to mind.
No, it was.
You can put together like, hey, that militia dude got bit or whatever.
This is in Alex's mind.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you could like put that, but nothing else really comes to mind. Unfortunately, it's too low of a roll.
I have seen this symbol before. Yes. I believe
Yes,
so.
you have, but Everett apparently hasn't. So you go to your room. Tell us, like, what does Noble Everett's room look like? I'm actually curious in this sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't stay here a lot. It's literally just it's a fucking bed and a wash basin and stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's probably like I'm sure there would probably be breakfast probably somewhere because they thought I was just passed out.
Yeah.
But,
So the servants brought you
yeah.
breakfast, and it's since grown cold, and some flies have gotten to it, of course.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty much bare bones. Like I want to be here so little
Yeah.
that I do not.
Wardrobe has like 1 outfit in it.
Yeah, just enough. Like it's got the
Yeah, the bare
outfit
necessities.
for court in
Yeah,
case any
okay.
like I'm forced to go.
Right. Okay. So, for me, please roll percentage dice. 1 through 49 is A, and then 50 through 100 is B. A is somebody. B is someone else.
19.
Interesting. Okay.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Stupid dice.
You're rolling so low tonight with
know.
everything.
Does God hate you?
So as you bathe, as you put on your coatly things, there is at your door.
Housekeeping.
Yes.
The door opens slightly, and you hear Gavin's voice. His liege, the sovereign ruler, wishes to speak with you. Should I let him in?
Oh, like right now? Sure. I'm fucking hopping out like as we're talking.
Gavin's not really good at his job.
No. Oh no.
So, like, as you're like hopping out and getting, dressed. So Drixon Teldrassil is a very strong, older human man. He's a paladin of Azeran with short cropped dark hair. He's clean shaven. He has a very commanding presence. He wields the sword that he carries with him all the time. You know it as the Holy Defender. He rules Yardoon with, wisdom, justice. He's the epitome, the epitome.
The quintessential ruler.
Yes. And as Gavin Ford kind of makes this shitty introduction, he walks past him and he shuts the doors softly.
That's surprising.
He sighs as he looks towards the doors. He hasn't even turned to look at you. What am I to tell your mother if you go off on one of your adventures and you perish?
I died happy?
Oh my god, your character needs therapy.
Roll for me Roll for me. I don't even think that fits under anything. I just want a charisma check with any modifier that you have. That's not deception.
charisma's good.
That's not persuasion. That's just a charisma check. Straight up. Actually, you know what?
The one I needed tonight. The one I needed.
Performance, if you have it.
You were a champion fighter.
What's the total?
Yeah, so it's still plus. 23.
Wow.
Well, you said carryover stats.
Yeah, 100%.
So my charisma was an 18 because I have someone else's heart. I shouldn't be as a fighter or paladin, but it just happened to be that way.
I do think, my son, if I was to tell your mother that you died a happy man, that she would be happy.
I know you wouldn't, though.
So he turns and you see him. He does stand about a head taller than you. That's more so to things that he's been gifted over the years, powers and the like. Do you know what I have to go through every morning whenever I sit at the breakfast table with your mother and not 3 of her sons are there?
I could understand how that would.
I understand your need and want for adventure. I have named you heir to the throne.
Well,
I would like to see you live, but yet I hear stories that you venture away in the night to find bandits, that you find your way at their table, you break your fast with them, and because they know who I am, they do not kill you, they let you live.
to be fair, he liked me.
I do think that that is true. You're a very likable person, Everett.
Well, I thank you for that.
I think you expected me to yell at you.
I did, very much so, yes.
I did use the zone of truth on your brother to figure out your whereabouts.
Oh,
That is more because I grow restless. You understand?
yeah, I do.
So how do we explain this to your mother? What is the story that we tell her this time?
Well, I was,
What you will learn as you grow older, Everett, is that the word just is not befitting.
It's not great,
Prince.
is it? Yes.
If we are to fool your mother and make her think that you're doing noble things and that you are out there doing adventuring work, we need to make sure that she is sustained.
Yes. Quite.
So will not work.
Well, I could use some help. Because
So you ask your father to continue to lie on your behalf, yes.
slightly, just a small fib.
Slightly.
Instead, I was only able to direct the guards to 1 bandit and not 45, so it doesn't sound very noble. But it's not my fault they were so slow on getting there.
I have gotten the full report.
Shit.
Looking over it, I would have handled it differently. But, so tell me, you have 2 allies that have come in from the Osarium, yes?
Yes, they're good people.
You trust them?
Yeah, I shouldn't see why not.
You trust the Dawnkeepers, yes? They aren't out for more gold for their family?
Well, the young ones aren't. I can't speak for the old ones.
Alucard and Serenity are planned to head to court within the next 3 to 6 months. There's some property that they're looking at within the Yadun province.
Yes, in, well... Oh, shit, we did... In, Chicken Alley?
Your brother seems to be procuring that real estate alongside one Alex Dawnkeeper.
Yeah, Alex, mentioned something, though, about they were going to buy the rest of it. Or his family was. I don't know.
There's no telling how long that I can actually maintain sovereign rule of the realm. You've been named my heir because you're the middle child. It literally was a chance. Your mother actually is the one that chose you. Cedric, hard-headed, likes to hit things.
Stubborn.
Alex likes to...
Do the opposite.
I can only imagine the amount of bastards that he will sire. But you are right in the middle. Your mother likes you the most. I know that we're not supposed to tell our children that, but your mother does actually look upon you the most, so you're the heir that I've chosen.
I'm quite awesome.
You are quite awesome. I will cover you for you yet again, son, but
Oh, I owe you.
you have no idea.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, good talk.
Thank you so much.
Good luck at the opening tonight.
Don't forget about the temple.
Thank you.
It's almost funny. It's almost as like Drixon hears something through a window.
The birds are awfully lively this morning.
Everett,
Rylal sends birds.
Everett, if you choose to be a paladin, like your brother, your younger brother, Cedric, eventually you do have to choose a god. It's not that you have to choose, it's that you have to go and pray and find out which one has chosen you.
Oh, it's like that.
Your power has come to you. You're of age. So make your way to the temple and figure out which one it is. It will be good. We can gallivant it around in front of the people. It'll probably be Azaran, just like Cedric. It'll make the people happy.
What if it's not?
Well, then we'll lie.
I think I'm understanding this ruler thing.
We are in a time of peace. There's no reason to underinflate the truth. Let's continue to make people happy.
That is fair.
Okay, I will give you leave for now to continue your business with Bristle, but if you find yourself in need, make sure to report back to me.
Yes,
If
sir.
my heir dies, it will be a problem.
It would be quite a problem.
I don't see Alex ever adventuring.
I don't see him leaving the city.
Me neither. I don't know why I didn't choose him as heir. Mainly because he is a hoarding, gold-wanting... I will stop there.
Yep.
Anyway.
He's... yep. That's fair.
Your mother is currently in the dining hall.
I shall stop and see her before I leave.
Not the best idea.
I will leave directly.
We will talk soon.
Okay.
May the light of Azaran be ever in your favor, my son.
Thank you, sir.
Please, before you return, go to the temple.
Will do.
Okay. 300 years on this round ball of a planet. You're not aggravating, but you're close.
Just pushing the line, sir.
Meanwhile, outside... Okay, so we're going on a tour. Everett, you're going to catch up.
That's what was proposed.
You expected your father to be the asshole.
yes,
Nope,
I did.
it's your mom. And you rolled percentage to get you dead.
Yay!
Very cool. Okay, so
Lucky.
Everett,
laughing about.
one kind of it only took you about an hour, so kind of
not
like
bad.
one encounter with these guys, and then you'll show up. But let's decide what that is. Mr. Dawnkeeper, where did you take them first?
Let's go to the Moonlit Gardens.
Oh, that's okay. That's nothing crazy.
No, not yet.
I didn't expect that.
Starting off slow.
So the Moonlit Gardens are, I mean, it's very much a testament to the dwarven design of Yardun itself. It's a beautiful place. It's one that many of the nobles go to just kind of relax and to enjoy, you know, the serenity of the place, right? The map is very misleading in the size of which the gardens are. But as you guys head that way, Jophiel, roll for me a dex save.
Oh no. Oh shit, here we go.
Oh, dang.
It has begun. I have a joke I'll put in Discord afterwards.
5.
The 5, interesting. So the gardens themselves are... There are gardens spread throughout the city, but this is kind of like the major area. And... Excuse me, sorry. A calling card of the Dwarves of Dorthrock is the engraving of different precious gems within obsidian or stone. And that kind of transcends into the color of the leaves within the gardens. But so Mr. Dawnkeeper, as you guys are, he chose the gardens first, which is so interesting because I'm trying to think of like who other than the new you, Rylal, would really care about a garden. Anyway, the gardens are a cool place. So like Rylal, as you're walking in, you're like seeing the grasshoppers and the ants and the birds, and everyone's like, "Hey man, what's up? Welcome to the gardens." And you're like, "This is kind of cool." The rest of you are like, "It's a tree place with like flowers."
It's a park.
It's a park.
It is it is definitely a park.
Rylal's just grinning the entire time.
Let's see. So the moonlit what district is that in? That is in
Rose.
It's in Rose. Okay, so it's actually not too crazy. All right. So Jophiel, as Mr. Dawnkeeper is showing these your friends around the place, you are unintentionally shoulder checked by a hooded figure. Someone hits you and immediately turns around with hands out like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," though they haven't spoke yet.
No,
How do you
sure.
react?
They show their hands up.
Yeah, it's like literally in a way of like, "Oh crap, I just almost hurt somebody."
Do we all notice this?
Yeah, all of you do.
Your
Fully
case is
cowled, shadowed figure.
Excuse me.
Oh, is that all you say? No, that's a serious question. Is that all you say?
As he just kind of, he or she keeps her hands up. And I say, excuse me, and I assume they don't react.
If that's where you end it, there is a reaction. I'm just curious if
Oh,
you...
yeah, that's
Okay.
all I say, yeah.
So you just say, "Excuse me." Okay, cool. So the individual does pull back her cowl. She's an elegant elf woman with long silver hair. She has striking emerald eyes. She very much carries herself with poise and has this kind of air of mystery. "I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm new to the city." And the woman bows.
Did I bow back at her?
"Did I hurt you?"
No. I'm pretty tough.
As the bruises on my arm will show. Tell me, could you direct me to the High Spire Citadel?
I could, but why do you seek it?
I am the new master of the Fae. And she bows. "My name is Xyrra. Xyrra Nealo."
Very, very well. I didn't realize a new Master of Fae was coming.
A new master of the Fae, and also a new master of Whispers, though I haven't met him yet. But I'm new to this city. I'm assuming it's the big tower over there.
Yeah, we just came from there.
It is.
Well, it was good to meet you. And she actually, takes your hand and kisses it, and then begins heading in that direction as she pulls her hood back up.
Well, that was interesting.
As she goes running, Everett, you come running past a hooded figure, and you see your allies in the distance.
Hey, I'm not locked in my room or dungeons.
It's good to see you free.
It's
Good job.
It was quite an
Everett still
interesting
walks
event,
a free man.
obviously.
How was your conversation?
Oh, it was actually great. It's fine. Wonderful. I just have to make a small pit stop later. That nothing too important.
To where?
I have a hunch as to where.
Do you? Oh, do you?
The thing we were talking about before.
Yeah, I got. Yeah,
The temple?
I need to stop by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like such a small thing.
I mean,
Your talk doesn't seem like it was as well as you're making it out to be.
yeah. I don't really know what to. I don't really know, to be honest.
Did you really talk, or did you just flee?
No. Well,
I can't tell.
I talked to my father like I was requested.
But
What about your mother?
Okay.
I was not requested to talk to my mother.
Oh.
I was requested to talk to my father.
Do you not like talking to your mother?
Well, she has certain ideas on what I should and should not be doing.
Ah.
And
And your
well,
father doesn't.
I mean, I think he just wants to see me happy regardless.
Oh, that's nice.
But I mean, he'd like it if I followed in his footsteps, obviously. But
Are you happy?
at the moment, yes.
Well, then good.
I intend to keep it that way.
No,
Wait.
however we can help. Just
Wait,
let us know.
so how far have y'all made it? Did you take him through the shops and
No, just here.
Just
I
here.
wanted to.
you brought them here
this
first?
beautiful.
I wanted to
garden.
see. Yeah, I want to see his reaction because I know there was like bugs and animals here.
It's so welcoming. How can you not want to be here?
As
I
he
feel
says
like-
that, you look behind him in the trees and you see squirrels throwing gang signs. Like, that's my boy right there. That's my Rylal.
I've
Like
never,
throwing up the Y's for Yardoon.
I've never
you know?
seen the squirrels
Do that.
so
That's so
active.
interesting.
I feel as though it's odd to see you smiling as much as you are.
Although to be fair, I don't spend a lot of time here. Does he not usually smile?
It's so peaceful.
Not that I recall, but
No, he never
things
smiles.
are kind of odd.
Except in very rare occasions.
This is the first time that any of you have seen his teeth. 100%. He's never smiled this much ever.
Yeah.
You know, it is kind of freaky when he does it, though.
Does your mouth hurt?
Your cheeks, do they hurt?
You know, like when
Yeah, a
you
little bit.
when you laugh too much.
What's wrong with laughing?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with
Nothing.
laughing.
Do I?
That's why I'm saying that.
I don't know.
But it's like a muscle, so you do it a lot. It'll
What
get
is
tired.
happening?
It could even hurt your belly. You do it so much.
Oh, really?
What is happening is we're standing in a park.
This is not just a park. The life, the feeling of the trees, the animals, the flowers, just it's invigorating.
Wow. Rylal, you are a different man today.
I am confused.
You are a confused man today.
There is no screaming in my head.
You should go outside the walls. Actually, there's many more trees.
Yeah.
Why are we in here then? Let's go.
Well, we have a whole tour to do apparently.
We also
got a whole
have to
tour.
go to the Green Dragon tonight.
I think he's
Yeah,
having
We
a.
do have a party to go to. It'll be great. You'll love it.
I think he's having a
An
crisis.
existential
Because
crisis.
he was underneath the ground, now he's above ground, and he cannot. He's trying to express how he's feeling with all the different trees
That
and
makes
creatures
sense.
he's
That makes
meeting.
sense.
And
There's not
apparently
a
the
lot
creatures
in
are
Underdark.
befriending him.
I feel them. I feel them, and I don't know why.
Like you feel them or you feel for them.
No, I feel them.
Like they're an extension of your being.
Yeah,
Like you were one with
Yes.
nature.
yes.
Like you are them?
kind of. Maybe.
All right, this is getting too
it's,
weird.
It's so nice. I could just take a nap here.
Well, no naps. We got more of a tour to
Did
get
like
to.
trees. He did like to sleep in trees.
He did.
Yep.
I do like trees, but I really like trees now. Why do I really like trees now?
Why'd you say like now? But
Well,
he
because
likes trees.
before
He's
was
always-
after, and after he was different.
Yeah, the before,
The before.
but the after.
The before that was after.
That was it. You mean the weird dream thing?
Sure.
Yeah, that part.
If you want to call it a dream.
26,000 years.
How is your
I'm
chest
going
feeling?
to call it a dream.
How's your chest
What's wrong
feeling?
with his
I
chest?
mean, what's wrong with? Why would it feel like anything?
Your heart's not
And
there.
I would put my hand on his chest.
You're Alex, you obviously stopped by a tavern or three while I was
We
gone.
did not.
I promise you I did not.
There's no drink in me, sir. I am sober.
You're obviously all crazy though. Why would my
Here's the scary part. All of you are sober.
All of us are crazy. What do you mean? On the fringes of your mind, do you not feel something just a tad off? Right.
Yes, and
Let's
it was a dream.
Let's just embrace it.
It was well.
We
I'm
should
not,
embrace what's now.
I'm not going to. It's like deja vu. It's not real. It just felt like it was real, and I'm going to keep moving on in the moment because
Perfect.
if I don't, well, it
We'll go
probably
crazy.
break my mind.
Yeah, let's not do
So
that.
I'm not going to do that.
That's fair.
Never mind.
So I'm just.
I don't want your mind broken.
But I'm quite.
We
curious
three
as to
seem
what
to
you were
understand,
going to
though.
say.
You
hold
have a
on.
good point. I will not break your mind. We will keep moving.
That's fair.
Alex, continue the tour. Brother
Yes.
of
Yes.
mine.
Okay, let's
Yes,
continue
let's-
the tour amongst the garden.
Brother.
We
There's
have
gotta
to
be-
leave the garden
Right.
eventually.
Okay.
We'll leave in the garden.
So where would you
Damn it.
like to go next, my friend?
Well, let's go to the shops.
Yeah, if
The
I remember
mall.
your dune, it's something silver,
Let's go to the mall.
I think.
You going to the trade district?
Yes.
Okay. Where specifically, sir?
Well, I mean, I should probably check in with my uncle. So we'll go.
We're going
do
to
that real
Riley's.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to Riley's.
It's
Now-
a bit of a trek, I would say.
It's quite far actually.
It actually is.
Yeah.
Tell
The trade district's always on the other side of the goddamn town.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you begin to move through the streets. For a while, Yardune's a big place. But eventually you find your way to the trade district. I need more music. Work with me.
Can we get a time of day?
Currently,
Mhm.
I would be about 12.
Early.
Yeah, about 12, 1 p.m. ish. So Riley's Wonders, as you begin to make your way within the trade district. And by the way, these are cobblestone streets inlaid with green emerald. It's a very beautiful district, but it's where most people come to do their business within Yardune. Riley's Wonders is a bit of a go-to shop within Yardune. The first of a potential franchise, though it hasn't branched out further than Ophius and Yardune, only 2 locations. It's a place for rare oddities, essential gear, magic items, potions, anything that you could want. It is the Walmart of magic stores. Outside, it looks like your typical kind of like wood and brick and mortar establishment. But it has this magical neon sign out front that flashes Riley's Wonders. It has this wraparound porch. You have to take 3 steps up to it where people lounge about, going through their new goodies. It's almost as if they're going in and buying trading cards and then coming out to see what they get. It's a very interesting establishment. As you walk up to the front, of course, Jophiel and Alex Dawnkeeper, you recognize this place. You know of your uncle, but to the rest of you, this is the first time. Even you, Everett. There's not the quintessential wooden door. It's a set of beads that you kind of push through. There are aisles of magical goods in these locked glass cases. Many things that you know, would otherwise think you would never come across. And actually in Legend Keeper, there's a list of magic items, oddities, and basic adventuring gear for you guys to look through. As you begin to go in, you kind of look around.
I really need to get one of these signs for the Green Dragon. That would be.
It would be really
That's
nice.
actually a really good idea. But as you walk in, Mr. Dawnkeeper, Mr. Dawnkeeper, there is an older woman. She has short hair. She's beautiful. She's an elf. And she looks at you. And you don't recognize her. Welcome to Riley's Wonders. Is there anything that I can help you with?
Yes. Is Riley around? I'm Alex, Dawnkeeper, his nephew.
I've heard
And this is-
I've heard so much about you. He's in the back courtyard behind the building, testing out his new invention, of course.
Oh.
You can go
I
through
picked
there
it.
to see him. He said that you might be coming. You and your sister.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Here's my sister, Jophiel.
I assume that
what
you're-
is
His friends.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
They are our friends, yes.
And what's your name?
My name is Rebecca.
Nice to
Rebecca
meet you.
Farmeadow. It's good to meet you.
good to meet you too.
Have you
Rebecca?
worked here long?
It's my first day, actually.
Really?
Though I've been apprenticing to work for Mr. Wonder for quite some time.
Huh.
How much alike does she look to the past Rebecca?
Identical. But Mr. Dawnkeeper doesn't recognize her.
This is my first time meeting her.
He just feels a thud within his heart.
I like halfway tackle him to like a wall or like a shelf.
Holy shit!
Yes.
You grab
Hi.
you grab Alex Dawnkeeper and you like
Yes. Like, not like abruptly, but very like, okay, we're doing this. So they just push him like quickly to the side.
okay.
Her name is Rebecca, and you wrote her name without even knowing that. Maybe you should go talk to her.
I mean, I was going to talk to her anyway, sister. Have you seen her with your
Invite her
eyeballs?
to the opening tonight. I will not have it any other way.
I was going to do that. Are you
Then
going to
do
get me off
so.
the wall?
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool. Good talk.
You got this.
So, how long have you been in Yardoon, Rebecca?
I've been here for about a week and a half. I'm going to have to fix that before Mr. Riley comes back in. It
Well,
seems
well,
that
well,
you've broken some of the cases.
yeah, we'll fix that. That's she gets very excited sometimes, and you know, she is stronger than she looks.
I am strong.
She
I
is
am
strong.
Jophiel. I'm his sister. It's nice to meet you.
Why are you saying it all weird like this?
Jophiel, just take a breath. Another one.
And another one.
Deep breaths.
Listen, Jophiel.
Chill.
I know what you're thinking, but we can't say what we're thinking out loud, okay? People will think we're crazy.
Is this a girl thing? Is that what this is?
Just
No, it's not. Okay.
don't worry about it.
Let's go
I
meet
wasn't.
our uncle. I didn't pull everyone else.
Yes,
with
yes.
me. No,
you all
no.
yes, yeah,
No.
you all go. I will be right there.
To fix the casing.
Good idea.
I'm fixing the casing.
Come on, Jophiel. Let's
Yes.
go
We'll see you
anywhere
later,
but
Alex.
here.
As walking, I just like came with tap on the back, like, yeah, you go for it.
Each of you go through a set of beaded a bead of pathways, like hanging beads, like that 70s show style.
Yeah.
Literally going
Hippie
through
style.
Into the back room and then through a back door into the back alleyway, which is just kind of a lot of green grass and a place where Riley kind of messes with his inventions. But Mr. Dawnkeeper, you stay behind.
To help Rebecca with the thing. Yeah.
I am empowered enough to understand how to mend things as glass. You should go see your uncle. It's not to bother. I understand that the Dawnkeepers are a bit eccentric. It's no problem.
Well, to make up for this, my friends are opening a tavern tonight. Green Dragon Inn. It is on. We pull up the map. Mappy. It is in. See,
Emerald Green.
4. It is in the Emerald Green district. Meet me
That's
there.
something that he should know, by the way, Tatiana. He should know that because he played in the original campaign. Anyway, continue.
It was his
So-
the first time around.
Emerald Green district tonight, 10 p.m. Meet me there. I'll grab you a drink.
I need a really good persuasion check.
Yes, I know.
Come on, buddy.
Holy shit, got a 19. Okay.
Wow, okay.
Let's go.
I was gonna be like, use my inspiration.
Wow,
Me too.
Rebecca blushes. Maybe I will see you there then.
It's a date then. I wink and I'll walk out the door.
You walk out the door. The rest of
Wait.
you were already yes?
Did he walk out the main door or?
No, I went to follow you all.
That would have been hilarious. He walks out the front, but then has to walk back by.
I
Sorry,
feel,
I went
feel
the-
like this is a percentage dice roll.
Gets to the street and it's like, oh,
He's so
You know what? We were
frustrated
Shawn,
is it
roll the fates.
Yep.
Furthest
roll
from
the face.
20.
Like,
I
what
wish
the
you
hell?
were here. You're going to be here sooner than later, and you could have done this in person, but roll the fates.
I wish I could say I've
So,
never done anything
here's the
stupid
funny
like
part.
that,
Yeah?
But
Yes,
I got
exactly.
a 4.
You got a
He
4?
got a 4. Yes, he walked
So
out.
you walk out the front door and realize what you've done, and you turn around and you walk astutely, like back through Riley's Wonders, through the beads, out the back door. She's all dreamy and like, oh, my Prince Charming. And then all of a sudden he comes walking back in, definitely having made a mistake. And who knows if she'll show up tonight. Guess we're going to have to see. As you walk out the back door.
I love it.
Onto the back. So Jophiel, you're kind of the first that pushes through, along with your
Uncle.
friends, and you push through. And you're just like, Uncle.
oh well.
As she
It
says,
changed.
Uncle. Each of you walk out, and you hear the biggest, like the loudest explosion that you've ever heard in your life. As you walk out, Riley Wonder is a hold of something, and it explodes, and it destroys this kind of like haphazardly designed mannequin about 30 or so feet from him.
What?
So
Magic.
That doesn't look like that should have happened.
So Riley is a older, pudgy human man. He has long, dark hair and glasses, very thick glasses. He has a warm smile, and he has a bit of a heart of gold, as you'll find out. He looks like the Dawnkeepers, but heavyset and shorter. As you walk out and say, "Uncle," he was turning as he heard that, and then the thing he was holding in his hand went kaboom and destroyed the mannequin about 30 feet away. Whoa!
Whoa, indeed.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Did you mean to blow that up?
I did.
Awesome.
Not this way. And he comes kind of like,
Oh.
like hobbling, not hobbling. He's walking. He just has short legs. Jophiel, it is so good to see you. He hugs you.
I awkwardly hug him back.
Are these your friends from the Osarium?
Yes.
It
My
is
brother
great to
found
meet
him.
you. Like,
Although
so
you may know him already.
he looks short and pudgy, Rylal, but he's a good like 6 feet tall. He's just wide. He's wider than you are, but it's more fat than it is muscle. And he comes over. It is good to meet you. Regardless if you say anything, he hugs you anyway.
For hell, let's get
I just kind of pat him on his back and
Oh, thank you. And he comes over. It is good to meet you too.
It's lovely to meet you as well.
You must
Alex
learn
said
to
that
be a human
you are
lover.
Xyrra and you are Rylal, yes?
Yes.
Good. Everett, it's always a pleasure.
Good day, sir.
Jophiel, I'm so glad that you made it from Ophius.
I am too.
Brings a tear to my eye, right here.
Oh,
Though I
do
will
not
not cry. And that's why we're related. Oh, the Dawnkeepers have no emotions. Welcome to Riley's Wonders. It is so good to see you. It really is. Where is Mr. Alex?
He'll be
He
here shortly.
is talking to your new apprentice.
Ooh.
He invited him, or invited her to our opening.
Why are you saying it like that?
No reason?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't believe you.
You don't like her?
You should.
I would not believe me either. You are an elf.
I am.
How long have you lived?
28 years.
Well, you're kind of young.
I am.
Do you know the eldest of your line? You're an elf too, I believe. Do you know the eldest of your lines?
Do I know the eldest of my line?
This is kind of a general elf question.
Well, yes.
Quite
Quite old.
How many lovers do you think a typical elf of the eldest that you know have taken?
It depends.
And how easy
shit,
is it
they are
for an
married.
elf just to pick a plaything to get their carnal pleasures out?
It depends.
But it's common,
It is.
Enough.
and you can understand why I said,
To be fair,
Yikes.
he will survive.
oh, I think that he will survive.
It will be good for him.
Will be good for him.
He has a short
We-
life.
Jophiel, I am so sorry that we are speaking of your brother this way.
I don't care.
How are you speaking of me?
Let him have his
Alex
fun.
is at the door and he's
Oh.
like,
Alex, how'd it go?
Alex!
So good news. I think bad news is I went out the wrong door at first.
Of course you did.
It's okay to be nervous,
I
Alex.
anticipated that you would.
How did you come back in?
I'll walk back through the front door.
No. How did you walk back? to the
Forget
front door?
everything that I've said.
Like, confidently. Like I own the place. I technically kind of do.
Well,
Okay, that might have worked. I don't know. Maybe.
Listen, it will be fine.
Hey,
It will be fine.
I got-
It'll
Hey.
be fine.
I got faith in you, buddy.
even if she doesn't show up tonight, there will be plenty of other girls running around.
I know. Why you trying to cheer me up? This is not my first rodeo.
I mean, we're just.
Just leave him be.
I don't know. Everyone
Anyway, there's a loud noise. What was that, Uncle?
It has been finished.
What
Oh,
has been
the thing you were making.
The boomstick.
Ah,
We gotta find a name for
I
it. But
remember
yeah,
you
the
speaking of
boomstick.
I mean,
boomsticks.
Boomsticks, huh?
That's,
Yes.
that's quite
Would
accurate.
you like to see how it works?
Can I try?
Yeah.
Maybe. Depends on him. Alex, would you like to let him try? Do you want to try it first?
I will try it first because if I get maimed and destroyed, you have to talk to
What he's saying is
my
he
family.
might die before you. He won't die. It's the first iteration, but it is finished.
Did you fix the blowback issue?
He knows of the blowback issue, Alex? Are you telling
Yeah, it's not blow-
everybody?
Not just Rylal. It was
Oh.
funny. You went crashing through the wall. Of course, I'm not gonna tell people.
I'm missing part of my thumb. It's a sore subject.
If I may suggest something, the boomstick. It's made with metals, correct?
There was some metals, yes.
The thumb,
Yes.
also metals. Think of that. Give it some thought.
A metal thumb.
Like a bow, instead of having a wrist guard, I have a thumb guard.
Exactly.
So that
Thimble.
when it ignites
Mhm.
the gunpowder, it doesn't hit my thumb all the time.
Correct. And you have a shield.
The what powder?
It's like a little shield.
Mhm.
It's actually a good idea.
You could just make it to where the explosion is not near your thumb.
That is true.
We'll have to
Are
add
you just-
inches.
We can add inches.
At least 6.
I've heard it
Oh,
works.
We will try it in its current iteration. But it
Yes.
is easily enough to add a bit of armor to the thumb of the user. Mr. Dawnkeeper, my nephew, be my guest.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
describe the weapon that you're taking in your hands to the party, and then tell us what you do with it.
It is about 5 feet long, and
It's a big one.
Jesus Christ.
it's a big fucking gun. It's a big gun.
It's a stick for sure. It's
Yeah.
a rifle at this point.
Yeah.
Well,
Jesus.
smoothbore.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have rifle.
And it's yeah, but 5 foot, like what you would have described a traditional musket, but just big.
Holy shit! It's a fucking Kentucky long rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It is the first of its kind, so it makes sense.
You made a freaking elephant gun.
It's overly big.
Yeah.
It does a lot
It's-
of
yeah.
damage, but it has a lot of blowback and issues.
Yeah.
Kill a
So
lot of
with me not knowing about the blowback, I
Yeah.
would
Oh my god.
haphazardly
Yes, please lean back.
aim it at the target,
Oi. Oi.
I hope you misfire so much right now.
Alex.
and then I
Alex.
What's
Don't
Jophiel?
shoot your eye out.
The baby ends all the way down there. I'm walking it.
Roll an
Oh,
attack.
fine. Yes. I'm gonna
Do
roll.
you put on the thumb shield?
Sure. Yeah, I put on the
Then
thumb
you can
shield.
roll straight up. If you take off the thumb shield,
Your thumb is fucked.
you roll a disadvantage. But the thumb shield looks ugly. Looks like a giant
So-
wart on your thumb.
Ooh. That's a
So
tough
I
call.
did not misfire.
Good.
However,
However,
It did not hit.
it's a 3 plus Dex,
Oh,
so
no.
6.
is a 3 not a misfire on that weapon?
I think it's a 1 and a 2 misfire,
I
right?
think
Yeah.
it's a 3. On
Let me
that
double check.
one?
Let me
you
double
sure?
check.
Is it rolled or total?
Double check. No.
I misfire. It's a 3. Let's go.
After being so cool a second
his
ago.
fucking
He
eye
puts
out.
on the thumb shield and he lines up this huge rifle and he points it at the remaining mannequin and he clicks and nothing happens. And then he turns to you and then it explodes in his hands.
Jesus Christ.
Literally explodes in his hands and just a smoke bomb. You take 4 damage.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay.
And as the dust settles, you just see like his eyebrows gone.
Riley, was that
Hair
supposed
singed.
to happen?
No.
I don't think so.
Did you put on the thumb shield correctly?
I don't think I did. I did something wrong, but
Did you count to 3 beforehand?
oh shit, I didn't. You know what? But this is
You know, this seems quite complicated when you could just hit it with a sword.
Riley is picking up the
But-
pieces of this weapon.
Oh.
Mr.
This
Dawnkeeper,
is-
you just broke it.
Oh no.
this is interesting though. Uncle, if you will allow me to, I want to help. Can I help? I can help in some way.
I mean, you're
I
supposed
think
to
that
be...
you in the after could help, but I'm
Well-
not sure about now.
Riley, looking
Yeah?
at the design, you're missing a couple things from it.
What?
To help with the blowback,
Uh-huh.
put ported holes where the explosion happens so that it can release, so it doesn't build up in the chamber.
Do
Yeah,
they
the pressure.
have lots of these in the
possible.
Underdark, perhaps?
No.
And this is...
I've seen one
Then
before.
how?
Have you?
I've used one before.
He's actually
He
not
just-
wrong, which blows my mind because
just-
I've never met this man before, and I thought this was the first of its kind. It would actually allow for some of the pressure to come out. It would reduce the potential chance of explosions. It's actually a good idea. Give me 16 hours, and I'll have it ready. And we'll try it again. Sound good?
Are you coming to the Green Dragon tonight?
You should come to the Green Dragon tonight. I'm just saying. After a hard day's work, everyone needs a cold ale.
Persuasion check.
Fuck.
If you roll a 12 or
Suck it,
higher,
these.
Riley Wonder will come to the Green Dragon tonight.
Yikes! Boom! He comes to the Green Dragon.
Finally. Oh, yes. Nat 20. Let's go.
Let's
Get that shit.
go.
So, Mr. Dawnkeeper, you're going to be without a weapon for now about a day.
Oh,
No.
sorry, bud.
No, this is fine.
You got those good old fisticuffs.
I will close early, and I will come.
Yes.
I will come.
And since you're coming, you can help escort Rebecca there as well, because I invited her.
It's only slightly creepy that you're asking your uncle to bring your date.
Well, I don't think he knows.
Well, you're
for sure
you're
if
coming
she's
along
coming.
anyway, so
What, did you ask her to come?
I did.
Did she say yes?
Yes,
Did you make a fool of yourself?
a bit.
Well, I will bring her if she's willing. How about that?
Yeah, if she's willing. If she's not willing, oh well.
Well, then it would be a problem if she's not willing.
Then you don't. you don't bring
Yes, yeah,
Don't-
yeah.
don't force it.
The bringing part, not the other. Yeah.
Understood. Okay, well, to each of you, to the new ones, welcome to my shop. Hope to see you more often. Plenty of goods to be sold if you have the coin to buy it. Slight discount because family. I will see you tonight.
Yeah.
And he starts picking up the items and running them back inside as he goes into his private office in his forge to begin to fix it.
I go up to Alex and I touch his head and I look at all the burn marks.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Listen.
I'm fine.
Listen,
Yes.
we're going to a temple. This needs to be addressed if you want to look presentable to anyone tonight.
I mean, you
I
don't
go to
have
reach
eyebrows.
the ground and put my hand on his head to cast Cure Wounds again.
Oh god, to fix. Oh gosh, this would be great.
to try to fix
dirt
the
all over
damage.
Can you
No,
imagine?
he's connecting with
He
the ground
throws
to draw
dirt
power.
on it.
Rub some
Jesus
fucking
fuck.
dirt.
He literally throws dirt on my face and
Rub
it like
some
it
dirt on it.
fixes.
To be fair, Rylal did it once. He goes, "Okay, this is how this works, I guess."
Oh gosh.
We'll see if the DM lets it, and I'll roll for it. Oh, sorry, man. Not very good.
He didn't take actual damage, so maybe it would still.
He did
heal,
take
though.
4 points
No,
of damage.
I
Oh,
took
he
4 points of
did.
damage.
Oh.
4 points of damage.
It legit
No, I was saying I was
exploded.
fine when there like was nicks and cuts all over me.
of steel.
So, DM,
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking shrapnel.
Yeah.
you missed it. As Jophiel goes, you need to fix this. As he's blowing it back in his face, Rylal would come up to him, touch the ground because he doesn't know any better, touch his face, and cast Cure Wounds.
Would that fix the hair?
I rolled a 5.
Of
Yeah,
course.
he'll be back to full.
Oh, yeah.
I know nothing about spell slots or nothing. He just okay, this is working.
He touches the ground.
Reach down and touch grass.
He watches worms begin to like wrap themselves around the hand of Rylal and crawl from like one hand up to the other and like begin to go into the scarred areas of Mr. Dawnkeeper. And they begin to disintegrate and heal his wounds. It is the most hippie shit that you've ever seen in your life.
That looks disgusting.
Yeah,
So,
it's pretty
so
disgusting.
worms healed me. That's cool. Don't tell anyone this.
You went
But
from
thank you.
I
murdering
gotcha.
creatures to healing them.
I'm just going along with where the fuck is happening.
Does it make you feel better?
The screaming's gone. It makes me feel better, except for eggs. No more eggs, please. No more
I'm
eggs.
sorry. Screaming.
Screaming, yes.
Who was,
He's spoken of this.
who was? Yeah, but I chose to ignore it several times. But he keeps bringing it up, so I feel like it must be addressed. Who is screaming?
Me, but not me. The before me, but the after me,
See, this
and
is
all
why-
iterations of me.
And this is where I'm lost.
Yeah.
There's no more screaming, but things talk to me now. Animals.
Well, talking is better than screaming.
Jophiel,
Yes.
I am not familiar with this type of magic. Do you always have to touch something to do something?
Nope.
Oh,
I believe in it, and it happens. Usually I had to believe in my mother.
What?
Now I just believe in myself and the magic that's in this land. But
Huh.
not in the land. It's
is
ley lines.
is there only so much I can do this? Because this feels weird. Can I just
Most
do this all the
likely.
time?
Until you're tired. Do you feel tired?
I do feel a little tired.
Yes.
Then you can
Then
probably
you
quit
could
doing
probably you probably need to stop, or you will make yourself exhausted, and you will not do it anymore.
Oh.
But
I have to think about that.
I don't understand where your magic is coming from. It feels as though it's from the land. So I don't know how connected you are. If you're like that of druids, or if you're that they're rangers.
They're basic.
Rangers are less.
There's a bow wrapped around me. I Ranger? Maybe? I don't know.
Rangers have an internal strength that's even if they exhaust their magic, they can still fight.
I
But
feel
druids, if they exhaust all their magic, they beyond their wild shapes, they can continue.
You seem to know quite a bit.
What? A lot.
I've lived a long life.
It doesn't look like it.
We'll talk more about
offense.
this.
Why would that be offensive? That I feel like I
'cause-
should appreciate that comment.
Well, because I think you're lying, is what it is.
I do not lie. I tell the truth.
It is something
Alex,
I admire about
Yes.
Roll an insight check if you want.
is she your older sister or younger sister?
That's a great
Actually-
question.
I don't know.
You don't remember my birthday?
I remember you have a birthday. I don't remember when you were born.
Are you older or younger? Wait a sec.
I have
wanna-
a feeling she's older than all of us.
You want to roll a insight check?
Yes, well, it won't do me a whole lot of good, but I'll roll something.
It could.
Also, you bleed.
Oh, he does bleed.
I do really. No, okay. What, insight?
Yeah.
10.
10 is just good enough. Jophiel's older than Mr. Dawnkeeper.
What? Little?
It's hard to hard to
it's
say, but like
Physically,
definitely older.
Physically,
It's
probably
one of
the
those
same
that
age,
you're
but
human.
the previous
mentally.
memories come back to you flooding, remembering the two, knowing that Jophiel is
Very old.
at least 3 centuries. But now, in this timeline, even so, she's still older as well. But if you're looking at both of them, maybe 5 to 8 years. It's not much, but she's the oldest.
I mean, this can't be. This,
You
I
look
love
like
that.
your brain is melting.
well, it feels like it because I'm having a memory that he should have shot the gun correctly, and you're old as shit.
Oh, you're remembering the after.
And now we're in the before, but the after.
You're not helping.
How could I fire something correctly if I haven't done it for the first? If that was the first time you ever
I don't
do it?
know. I don't know. I just have memories of you doing it right. So,
Alex?
so do it right next time.
You will do
Yes.
it well every time from here on out.
I will do
I
it
have
well.
faith in you
It's
Yeah,
in your
okay.
blood.
and foreknowledge.
And that sounds real familiar.
Did you not think me saying something to Riley about the gun wasn't weird?
I did. You've never seen it. You're from the Underdark. They don't have that there.
How do you know? Have you been there?
No, but there's scouts and shit. I see reports. I'm from the fucking palace of the capital. I know of this land. That thing doesn't exist.
But it does.
In the after.
But
we're the
we're the before. But it's after.
Hey, aren't there some bars near here? I believe.
Can we
Well,
have
you
more of a
own
tour?
one.
You're leading the
It's
tour,
very far
Mr.
away.
Dawnkeeper, as you guys are having this conversation, exiting Riley Wonders. Where do you head next? There's several hours yet
I
to
love that word, the four of us. Yeah.
the opening.
The only thing that sounds kind
Seven-
of like a bar.
7 hours?
Okay.
7 hours to the opening of the Green
Oh,
Dragon.
shit.
Oh shit, we have all the time in the world, baby.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
keep going.
So, where do you want to go next?
Aspen Chalice, is that a establishment of
What the fuck is that? Where the fuck are we going?
Interesting.
That's-
Okay.
It's O.
It's a hoity-toity.
Oh,
It's
fuck
not.
that. Then no. J.
Yeah.
J. We're going to J.
What's J?
The
Not a
velvet
J.
plush.
Oh my god, all the way on the
okay.
other end again?
Yeah.
It's so funny how he's bouncing
bouncing.
around.
Alex, are we gonna visit the other places we're passing?
No.
No.
We're walking a lot.
You're like, you guys are just walking past stuff.
I feel like I've walked a long walk before, but my feet hurt.
If anyone would like to intercede in what Alex Dawnkeeper is doing, you
Nope.
can.
Nope. Let's just keep going.
Only because Everett's from here. But if not, you guys walk literally another fucking hour and a half.
Is this how normal tours go?
I
Do
feel
we
like-
bounce around?
Sure. Yeah. That's.
I thought my memories before had a lot of walking. What the fuck is this?
I feel like Everett just laughing the whole time.
Here's the funniest part. So what I will tell you is that the Velvet Plush is Yardoon's most luxurious and renowned house of pleasures.
Oh!
He's taking you to a whorehouse.
I didn't want to go to
when
a
I-
auditory place.
I feel like he doesn't tell us. We just end up there.
No.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Giggling
It's
much
3
more.
o'clock in the afternoon.
It's closed.
It's closed. But the thing is, like, as you go, like, he will explain to you what it is, and it's literally, it's a house of pleasures.
There it is.
There it is. You've made your way here, and it's closed.
Have I ever been here before?
N-
Myself?
No.
Have you?
I'm gonna walk up and
Have
hit the knock on the door.
No answer.
They don't show
Alex!
Tell me.
Alex!
Yes.
Why would you bring us to somewhere that is closed?
On the other side of the city.
This
It's a fantastic question.
this is a rather odd tour.
It is.
I'm not sure I'm a fan.
I don't
Doing a great job.
I don't think I would visit this place in general, but you could at least have us visit it when it's open.
But think about how much of the city you all have seen.
Yeah.
A lot of the
Jophiel,
city.
roll for me and die for.
Who has the map?
I do.
2.
Where's Jay?
Interesting.
Very bottom.
That's
Very
it
south.
now, Yeah.
As you guys are banging on the door and you come back and you ask Alex, like, why did you bring us here? In the streets, you see a young, fair-skinned, handsome human. He's in his late 20s. And he's got kind of like the 5 o'clock shadow.
Mm-hmm.
He has a deep, kind of gravelly appearance. Human, as I said, you haven't seen him before, but he sees you kind of like banging on the door, and you turn to Alex, and you kind of walk away. And it's kind of as you're kind of like walking into his path, bumping into him. You kind of like, similar as you did to the elf earlier.
Man, I'm shoulder checking everybody.
Yeah, you kind of are. I'm sorry. I feel like I should say sorry.
I mean, you should apologize. You just ran into her.
You're right. He goes to one knee. I apologize for stepping in your path, though I have not been given your name.
I am Jophiel Dawnkeeper. Oh, that feels weird.
What feels weird? You saying your name? Perhaps you're realizing how beautiful it is. He stands.
Oh, he's one of those.
Ooh.
My name is Roland.
Roland. We are trying to get into this building. Would you know of it?
We aren't.
Jophiel, it's closed.
It's closed.
It's closed.
The House of Pleasures is closed, as they've alluded to. I am currently painting the place,
You have access in there.
perhaps.
Maybe we get this.
Why do you want in
It
there? so
depends.
bad?
Why
We
is it
walked
that you
all
want-
this way
Because
I
your
will not
brother's a
be-
goober.
Disappointed, despite my brother being a goober.
Well, okay.
Will you entertain us, Roland? Will you allow us
Oh,
to go
God.
in?
I might be able to get you in, though no one is inside. But if you wish.
Curiosity's sake.
I mean,
Sure.
Kind of defeats the purpose.
I do have a key to the front
Nobody
door.
in there.
He walks up and he begins to pull out keys that jingle, and he goes to stick one in. Tell me. I've heard that there is a grand opening in a tavern later tonight. Miss Jophiel, would you do me the pleasure of being my date?
Absolutely.
Then
I'm
I
not
will-
going with anyone else.
That works. Okay. And he goes and he puts
You
the key in the
agreed to
door
that so quickly.
and he clicks it open. You can explore as you wish. I have painting to get to, but I will see you there then.
I'll see you there. Look forward to seeing you.
Insight check on painting.
Yeah, you can go right ahead.
I'm just gonna look inside and see if there's fresh fucking paint.
That is a 22.
There's fresh paint on the outside as he literally walks over to a makeshift ladder and continues to paint.
Okay.
He smells of paint. He has paint on him.
He
There's
he
paint.
seemed kind of like a gruff human, but he's kind of in his work clothes, but he had a bit of charisma to him, bit of machismo, perhaps. But yeah, he literally walked like 30 yards away and began painting again.
Okay.
So, but he also
just said it
opened-
weird,
He
so.
did. He did also open the doors for you.
As we walk in, and
Uh-huh.
I look around just briefly.
Yeah.
Alex, you've been here before, correct? Give us the tour.
Can I roll a deception check?
Yes. Why not?
I failed to 9.
Oh, boy.
Hold on. Roll insight. Pretty please, Jophiel. Please roll less.
Oh.
I also hope she rolls less.
I so do too.
No.
22.
Nice.
Okay, so speaking out of your ass, Mr. Dawnkeeper, go ahead and tell us what you remember about this place. Totally out of your ass.
Yeah, so it's just like an open floor plan. You just do your business there, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's like walking around. Nothing matches up. He's just kind of like, oh, there's that and there's this.
Uh-huh.
Like you walk past like a fountain of like a fucking tri-armed feminine goddess, and he's like, oh yeah, there's the kitchen, right? Like that kind of thing.
Okay.
As he gets to like the very end of it, I just thwack all the head.
She smacks
I
you on
don't
the back
know.
of the head.
You've never been here. Why take us here? I was looking forward to this.
You were looking forward to the pleasure house.
I was looking forward to understanding why my brother visits these places, but clearly he doesn't. He just finds someone on the street.
This is the only place I could think of.
Roll for me
Other
a die
than
20,
the-
Jophiel.
Well,
That's how you get bit by were creatures.
this was fun. I'm going to go
10.
outside now.
I also will head outside with you, Everett.
Roll for me an Arcana or Perception check. As you exit the building, you realize that the individual, Roland, he's painting over graffiti.
It's an unnat 20.
As you look at it, you look at it as well, and you kind of point it out to her like, I saw that earlier, but I couldn't figure out what it was. As you look at it, Jophiel, you actually put a name to it. The Moonlit Fang. You don't know what that means, but it pops into your mind. The moon, the two chalices clinking together, and Roland is covering up the graffiti.
Excuse me, my good man. Who paid you to do that?
The mistress of the house herself paid me.
Have you done it a lot?
My crew has covered up several of these works over the last several weeks, yes.
All over town.
All over town and outside among the walls. They've been popping up.
More frequently, I'd say.
I mean, I've made a decent amount covering them up in the last several days, yes.
Yeah.
How many people have been bit by animals recently?
I have no idea.
You're probably asking the wrong fellow.
Mm-hmm.
I'd save that for Jordy. He might know.
Or the temple. They probably see a lot of people asking for healing.
Rumors
Maybe.
go around, so I figured I'd ask him.
Yeah, that's fair.
This
But
is
if you-
Moonlit of the Moonlit Fang. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. The Moonlit Fangs drawings. I don't know why I know that. It seemed like it was the right one.
That's.
Have you seen this before, Everett? You seem concerned. I don't.
Xyrra, you can roll a
I
history check,
saw it
yes.
on the way
Can I do a
into.
nature check?
the
Yeah,
spire.
that actually does. Yeah.
They
Out
graffitied
of
your
12.
castle.
The entrance.
You don't find
kind of
anything in your
open.
book.
That's concerning, because doesn't
Rylal
your
rolls a
castle
nature check.
have guards?
I mean, yeah.
Nature.
They're
nature.
not great.
That is very concerning.
Well, look, you saw Jordy. Which
Yes.
Jordy's
Yeah,
the
you have
best.
no idea.
The militia.
Yeah.
Surely the guards actually within the castle would be a little more fierce.
I mean, you would think.
Regardless, that is concerning.
It is.
If it's also on your castle
Matter of
and
fact,
found
Roland,
everywhere else.
if you're looking for maybe a real decent bit of coin, I would stop by the spire. There's one out front.
It's actually on my work order today already.
Yeah.
I hope they pay you well.
They are. Miss Jophiel, can I still expect to see you tonight?
Yes, why wouldn't we be there?
Just making sure.
Unless something terrible happens, I
Nothing
will be
terrible
there.
has happened. You just seem preoccupied. I was just making sure.
Well,
Oh.
since he does own the establishment, we will be there.
Oh? Oh.
But-
I am any bows.
No.
I am so sorry that I
Stop.
didn't recognize you.
It's fine. I don't.
He doesn't
Listen,
like bowing.
if you were taking her,
No.
I'm so sorry that I asked.
No, I'm literally. I'm kind of throwing the party. So.
Oh. Okay.
Halfway. Me and my brother bought the place, and we're sprucing it up. And
That we've heard.
right, just trying to make a little extra coin, so maybe I can get out of here.
We get it.
My brother and I are having a double date. That's why you're coming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
Yes.
A double date, Alex.
With Rebecca.
Great. Yes. Oh, I'm excited about that part. This new thing is sudden, but yeah, sure. Double date for my sister. Nice. Mm-hmm. This will go fine.
To be fair, since we're technically married, it's a triple date.
It's a triple date.
No.
Everett's the fifth wheel.
Six.
No.
Yeah.
No. We will leave them to their double date. We will go together by ourselves.
Whatever you say,
I will
honey.
wheel it up.
We'll find someone for you to
We're
go
not
with.
going to be the third
No,
wheel.
We'll find someone.
I don't need to put
You
any.
need someone.
I don't
The
need
third
to put any
horse.
ideas
I
in
believe
my
you need
mother's head.
someone.
Whatever
You
you,
don't even
say,
have to
honey.
like her. She
Oh,
could
I
just
d-
be pretty.
They usually are.
Yes.
I don't need your help.
Are you sure?
Yes, quite
I see no one at your side.
for good reason.
I don't think he wants anyone.
He can't find anyone.
He prefers to be a bachelor.
No, I don't need anything else tugging on my reins.
Roll for me a die for Everett.
Also, I feel if he had a woman of sorts,
Just for
that,
funsies.
When?
his mother would also be hounding him for grandchildren.
Oh, shut up, please! Don't even say it.
No, if he had someone and he truly loved her, maybe he would be happy. No, his mother's going to set him up with
What'd
somebody.
you get, buddy?
1.
Okay. Nothing happens. But
Yes.
That
Good.
is the hierarchy of the royal line.
It's true.
What? No.
roll for me a die for 2.
You're telling me your mother has
Rylal.
never tried to set you up with somebody?
I mean, she
Also
has.
one.
It was horrible.
Yes.
I didn't like them.
Okay.
So you
That
should
was
go
great.
find
2 or
someone
3.
until there's going to be
Your
yours.
choice.
Yeah, no, because then that
3?
leads to
Okay.
the other issue that she's thinking I will start settling down into the role that she wants me to be. And I will not be doing that anytime soon.
How many bastard children do you have?
Not near as many as my brother.
Do you have some?
No.
Okay.
No, I was being smart. Facetious, someone
Are
said.
you sure?
My lord.
Not.
My lord.
You're not sure.
Nope.
My lord.
Keep in mind, if you do not choose yourself, someone will choose for you.
I just want
I
to make a
tried to
note
explain that to him.
that Rylal just looked at Everett and said, "My lord."
My lord.
I just want everyone to understand that.
I would
That just
understand
happened.
the
I would find that
ramifications
weird.
of what happened.
Like, it's weird in this timeline and the other timeline.
Every-
It's wrong in
That's what I'm
Everything is
saying.
weird
timeline.
right now.
I don't know why you said that, but don't ever do it again.
I think he was being facetious, as you would say.
Big toothy ass grin on my face, almost like I'm laughing at this point.
That's odd, too.
Don't worry, he wouldn't do that in a past life, which is an afterlife.
Yeah.
Well, we're the before.
Right. That's why it feels wrong, correct?
Yes.
But we're
Understand.
we're after that, but we're in the before. Yeah.
That part still doesn't make sense. I just know that one thing is right and one is wrong. Things
You
that
guys
feel
are
wrong.
handling this transition so well.
I wouldn't say one is right and one is wrong.
You know, I could draw you a diagram.
That might help.
It might hurt.
It might
lot.
hurt. It could fucking make it worse, I guess. He's not wrong.
Well, I don't
Also
want to
talk
draw
about
in my
physical
own
pain.
book, but you know, I'll find some paper and draw you some
What's
diagrams later.
wrong with that book?
I don't know. It's
Why do
random
you even
information
have a book?
pops into it.
She loves books.
She does love books.
It
But
does
just that
not
book.
does not appear like she loves books.
No, it's just that book right
so
now.
she loves a book.
Yeah.
I feel
she
as
loves
though-
many books, but right now just that book.
I feel as though this book used to be part of me, and
That's
now it
quite
is
odd.
in my possession again.
So you were a tree.
No,
Oh my god.
it is
No
though.
wonder
That's
why
why-
Rylal married.
I-
Damn it! I was gonna say it.
It is though I was merged with this book, and then now that we're in the before, that is after, I am no longer merged with it, and it is now a book again. It's not part of me anymore.
Something about a stone door.
Yeah.
Anything?
You did not like that stone
No,
door.
you did not.
Isn't it funny, Everett, that you remember forgetting everything, yet remembering everything now? As if you walked through a door and saw the past, and it invaded your future, and yet now you walk the path of the door of stone. The one where you found a book that you just asked her about.
Yeah, it does. It's a very familiar book.
Yeah.
But yes, I won't be writing in this book. This book writes
No,
itself.
It's an important book. You
Inspiration
shouldn't
dice,
write it.
Rylal. Good. Good observation. Yeah. Good for you, buddy.
Yes, this makes my head hurt.
All of your heads hurt. 100%. Each of you are dealing with a big caffeine headache.
I'm still
wow.
hungover, apparently. It usually is gone by now. But
I'm not so sure.
didn't
it's us
drink
being
last night.
hungover.
I didn't. So then why does my head hurt?
It's because of the before and the after, but let me get to that. Something's not right because
Right.
I feel that I don't belong.
I don't either.
She doesn't belong,
Right.
but you belong.
Were you guys having this
Belongs.
conversation? Are you still having it on the steps of the pleasure
We're
house?
just walking through the
no.
city.
We're people are looking at us like we're fucking crazy.
That's what's. I just wanted to make sure that
Yeah.
people are looking at you like you're fucking crazy. Continue.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
It feels like since we don't belong, we have a different understanding of what is happening. Has happened.
Will happen.
will happen. Maybe now affects the later,
Because
or the later affects now.
you weren't here before?
Correct,
Yes. We were in the after.
but not in the
Yes.
before.
That's why you don't fall into this.
That's why we're less confused, but still very confused.
It's
But it's also very real.
it is.
That's why just going with the flow.
It is very real for us who belong and feels comforting, but the two of them are not comforted because they don't belong.
Feel a bit
But that's also
Alien.
why they can keep the after memories now.
But why can you keep them?
You
then?
seem quite, comfortable.
My mom,
But,
Okay.
but you
not
have to
his
say.
mom even, but my mom, who is also my mom now.
Wait, so we
That's the
don't have
before.
to.
But
We
that-
don't have. What? Huh?
That makes
Hi-
you
okay.
not.
Her
That
mo-
makes
so-
you not.
It's
brother,
her.
sister.
It's her mama from the before, but
So
something to do with now.
we're not related then.
in the after. You're not related, but
Are
now
they-
you are.
But now.
Wait,
we-
Are they not?
They should be all the way through then. If they were
No.
related now,
No distant memory.
then
No
after.
distant connection.
No, I do not believe so.
Hmm.
Well, we were all kind of related in the after, but distantly so.
I will ask me mom in the after.
Who? Well, this was an easy question. Who is your mom?
Serenity Dawnkeeper.
What? That's not your mother's name,
Right.
right?
It is my mother's name.
It is.
It is.
Now it is. Yes.
Before my mother did not have. Oh, after my mom did not have a surname.
She was just Serenity, yes?
Yes.
I thought she had a different last name at one point in time too. Before
Not that I can recall.
the after, much before. Oh, my head hurts.
So then why are we? What? Who? Who?
We're here
is
to do
doing
something.
This to us? Why?
I almost feel as though we did this to ourselves.
On a t-shirt
That would
of
be.
this to us why.
This to us. Why?
That
God, that
explains
should've been
the
an-
entire party.
Before the
Right there.
after.
That we found the new title of the campaign. This is the this to us why campaign.
Jophiel,
Why?
Why we do
After
this?
the before.
Jophiel, you have the letter from your mother
Nonsense.
in your spell book. You know why you're here. You're doing a great job at acclimating the minds of your allies. But you know why you're here. And yes, your mother did have a previous name in Chamberlain. But that was before.
That was before.
In
That was
the after.
before and the after.
now we're the before.
Everett.
No. That was in the way up there yonder in the forward.
But now we're in the backward.
You're in the recalled.
We're in the upside down.
I don't know why
Everett.
recalled made it easier.
What makes more sense is the fact that you have never had a last name until now.
Yeah, so I'm sticking to that right now. Everett. We are here to do what we could not do in the after.
What's
I like this. I like purpose. Give me purpose. What am I to do?
I feel
What
as
are
though
we-
if we succeed, you might not have to be king after all.
That would be awesome. Even extra incentive.
It's so funny that so
This-
many of his characters. It always
Don't want to
happens.
be. Don't want to be a roller.
This requires us to go to the temple.
Oh,
That's true.
Cool. We-
that's-
I could stop doing this dumb tour then.
Yes.
It's not dumb.
I was gonna ask where you
enjoy
guys are going next.
I guess.
I was
that-
actually going to
you
the temple
can-
next.
You can continue to talk about this at the whorehouse if you wish, but if you want to go to somewhere else, it's up to you.
Simple.
guys.
What time are we talking for the day?
I would say with all the talking and things about 4 p.m. So, but 10 p.m. is what you're
6 hours.
To make it simple, in the after,
Uh-huh.
gods affected world too much.
Okay.
So we must stop that. We are now in the before,
Yes.
where gods
Have not yet.
have
affected.
not affected, but will affect.
Uh-huh.
We have to stop
So we must stop it here.
before it happens.
Right.
So we must go to the temple.
To find you a god.
But we should, but that doesn't make, that is the opposite of the objective.
I think we might need their help to stop what's happening.
Oh.
We take the gods to stop the gods.
Yeah.
To stop the after while we're in the before.
power by proxy. That's what
Find,
you're looking for.
find the god that will help.
What is on your head?
She picks up a random.
Put the squirrel down.
As you look to Rylal and begin talking at him, all of a sudden you look to the other side and she's literally picked up a dead squirrel and put it on top of her head and she's like, "Hey man, power by proxy, man. We gotta go to the temple, man.
You know, I was really backing you there for a
Gotta
second.
find you a god, man, because like the doom cycle, man."
Why it have to be dead?
That doom cycle sounds okay.
Rylal's sad. He's sad at seeing you squirrel dead on her head.
You should take that off. At least skin it.
It
to
was
make
only
pale.
playing dead.
Oh, God!
okay,
Oh
good.
no! Fuck you, that.
Oh,
It
was
literally,
like,
like,
give me
it
like a
co-
little wink.
Yeah, it's well, you know what? It wasn't a squirrel. It was a fucking possum.
Oh no!
So
Oh,
it
it
was
was a
playing
possum.
possum on her head, and then it just all of a sudden jumps off. Anyway, what are y'all? You know
going to the
what?
temple.
Y'all continue.
We're going to the temple.
Okay.
I did
Fine.
make a promise
Does
to
that
go
make
to the
sense?
temple.
There's
Yep.
actually a
make sense?
couple
Find
temples.
God.
I'm assuming you're going to
The Temple of the Creators is
Yes.
where I'm
All right.
headed.
Find God that will not overly affect and will assist us in this.
Oh, interesting.
If you want me to, I was told it doesn't work like that.
Well, hopefully the correct God chooses you then.
Do they know what's going on?
I don't know.
I hope so.
Cool. Well,
Azarin, I hope so.
Maybe you can ask your God when you get one.
Do you want honest? Or not?
well, I mean,
Answer that question carefully.
I mean, usually, I would prefer honesty, but if it's going to make things worse, do not tell me that.
Okay. Then we will go to the temple and you will commune with them.
Okay, then that is what we shall do.
I wonder if it has some ramifications on the before. But yeah.
Or, oh yeah, but we're in the before.
But you guys are doing a great job. Hats off to you. The before and all that shit. Love it.
Listen, we have to describe it some way.
Love it.
This is like the most like metagamey but not metagamey way to say this shit.
It's hard. It's hard not to. I agree. So we're heading to the temple of the creators. Because Everett needs to pick a god. That's right. Yes.
I mean,
Okay. Or
it's a
God picks
promise
him.
I made my dad. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Okay. So
I was
I
told
want-
to do something.
Okay. So as you begin, so this is a part of the tour, yeah?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, I guess.
That's where we're ending the tour, I think.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, cool.
as you go toward the temple of the creators, roll for me percentage dice, please.
But 36.
Interesting. I haven't actually used one of these yet. Ever.
Oh,
That's
it's a
tattoo.
D2.
Well, you-
D2.
Yeah.
I've
So,
never used one either.
well, you know how you flip a coin?
Yeah.
I just need that. You tell me what it is. It's either the icon or the 1, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your icon.
What is that icon?
2.
It's
Kraken.
it's a kraken on the dice.
okay.
So a kraken or a 1? Tell me.
Kraken.
It's the kraken.
It's a kraken.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a quack.
Throw it. But
It's not.
Thank you.
I don't think that's good.
I mean, Krakens are good on other dice.
Yeah.
They're
Maybe.
usually 20 for
Yeah.
their. Yeah,
Well,
what
I
the
guess
20s are.
if there's a 1 on one side, that makes it a 2.
Or
not-
makes
not
it a
a
20.
0.
You roll a nat 1 or nat 20.
I see where you're going with that.
Yep.
Makes sense.
To be fair, you have one or two choices. One's good, one's bad, probably.
We
I
shall
feel
find
like
out.
it's so fitting.
No, I don't like it when it fits.
What?
That's not what she said.
Yeah.
Sorry. Had to.
I'm into the story, but
Just the way you worded
Yeah,
that. The way you
it
said
was
it.
bad.
And,
Yep.
and the tempo you said it at,
as soon
too.
as it come out, I was like, that was stupid to say.
We're all adults here. So.
Yeah. Fuck.
I was waiting for the music box.
This
Please,
is
God,
just as
no.
bad.
So Everett,
That is my character.
do the rest of you have intentions to go to the temple to receive a boon?
Yes.
Sure.
Who all would like to go to the temple to receive a boon? Show of hands.
Me.
So, Jophiel, you're gonna hang out outside?
I'll go in the temple, but not to receive a boon.
You have to go in the temple to receive a boon, or you wait outside. You have to go in to pray. Do you want to roll a performance check to false pray?
Sure.
It'll just set up how this goes.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Oh.
Sound good.
Do I want to try again? Sure.
You gonna use an inspiration dice?
I want to see what I can do. Yeah. Fuck it. It's better. It's a 12.
Interesting. But the rest of you plan on going toward one of the boons within Legend Keeper, going to one of the god statues to pray. Everett, if you had to choose, you don't have something in front of you, so I can kind of explain to you what's happening. So, in the Temple of the Creators, there are several gods of which you can choose. Each of them give you a different boon. Because you don't have something pulled up before you, I'm going to just tell you the boons, okay? So you can choose to pray to someone and receive a +1 bonus to all saving throws for 24 hours. Or you can receive advantage on strength checks and saving throws for the next 24 hours, strength-based. Or you can pray and get advantage on dexterity checks, and you can also be considered proficient in sleight of hand for 24 hours. You can get a +1 bonus to AC for the next 24 hours. Yeah. You can get a +1 bonus to spell attack roll. This doesn't matter. You don't cast spells. I'm just gonna skip over that one. Or you can gain resistance to fire damage for the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
Just curious which one you would choose. It makes sense. You walk into a church, see a bunch of statues, not really sure which one you would choose. You just start to lean toward that of which gives you what you want. That's what would guide you. So as a player, what one of those actually guides you toward it?
I mean, I'm usually all about AC bonus. If I can grab it, I usually do.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that falls in line. Wait, maybe I didn't read.
Creator of dwarves?
Yeah, I was.
Well, if he's actually reading it, then he would
Bonus.
definitely know. Yeah, I mean,
I
so
gave it a quick
That would be
glance
Goran. So if you're actually looking and reading instead of just going after
kind
it,
of, but not really.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It's really about what calls to you. Do any of them?
I mean, none of them really called. Like, I would just.
So here's the question then. So as you hear all that of which I've given you, what would be something that would call to you? What would call to Everett? Because none of this is actually like doing it, right?
Yeah.
So what would? Giving tonight's session, giving what's going on, what would call to you?
In this life or in all life?
Whatever you want. Do you want it to be all encompassing of both lives, or do you want it to just be this one? I think it would be both together.
Right, because it is a mixture of memories.
Yeah, I think
life.
so. So what would that be?
Well, I mean, Everett before is always about sacrificing and doing for his friends.
Mm-hmm.
And Everett now is also still about wanting his own freedom and to see what's out there.
Right.
So it would probably be. See, I don't know. I wouldn't know how to word it.
Hey, throw it out there, see what happens. I'm a good decipherer of words.
Yeah, I mean, it would be something like survival checks or like something probably to do with adventuring in general, or something to help his friends in a tight spot.
Party, I'll allow you to help him there because we're talking analytically. Helping his friends in a tight spot.
Yeah, well,
how would you describe
best
that
way to do
as a analytically, as a 5e term? He's talking about it in reference of
Advantage on initiative checks.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
interesting. Okay. Anybody else have some input?
That sounds good. I would.
To be fair, when I think of that, I think of the Sentinel feat as a thing, as a guide.
Ooh, maybe Sentinel for
That's so fucking gross.
it is.
I just like that's
No,
what
I
comes to
get it.
mind.
I get it.
But that's
Basically,
shut
Sentinel
down
for 24
movement.
hours.
Yeah.
It'll be up to you, Everett. I'm just allowing them to aid you here. But each of you walk through the doors of the church. Each of you disperse and go to different statues. The obsidian-built stone, emerald and ruby inlaid statues. Each of you go to different ones. I'm just curious, as allies aiding Everett, because he is a paladin. We didn't choose any of the original, so what is it that he asks for here? He has to choose, but you guys can give him ideas. If he wants to choose
Yeah.
a feat,
Anybody
maybe
else got
yeah,
anything?
you can roll with
I
that.
feel like maybe if you're wanting to help allies, maybe advantage on wisdom checks and saves.
Yeah, I was thinking something along that line actually. Like
Okay.
either
Like-
advantage on like abilities or saving throws.
In accordance to, she's onto something there. That's pretty cool, like
Yeah.
wisdom based, because it's
Because
more. It's not intelligence. It's not charisma.
Mhm.
It's it's your instinct.
Yeah.
Wisdom is
Yeah.
very instinct.
Yeah,
So
That's
that-
kind of
that-
where I was
that's-
thinking.
Yeah, that could work. So
So that would be insight.
it's very broad. It's
Yeah.
all of it.
Mhm.
Right,
Survival,
right.
like-
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, in
Yeah,
that way.
I
That's
like
what
that.
Rylal wishes he had right now. He's talking to the fucking crickets outside.
Although it is kind of funny, I don't have survival. I
see.
used to. I do not now.
So I think the question would be, how would Everett see himself helping his allies?
Yes, that is a
Oh.
great question.
Like, how would you see? Would,
well,
would
in
it
that
be
case, it'd be
would it be protection?
yeah, it'd be tanking. I guess.
Would it
essentially.
be
It'd
would it be
sacrifice,
fighting?
Is what it is.
Would it be like putting yourself in a position where you're
It always has been putting myself in the way of
Putting yourself in the
danger.
way, but what would help you put yourself in the way of to being able to save your allies? What would give you an edge?
Good
right?
question.
Maybe.
I mean,
Like
the easiest
Like
way
a
would-
warding flare or something like that, like that
Yes,
cleric
Jophiel?
ability.
He can have a aura
Yeah.
that
Oh.
encompasses
Aura
all of
protection.
us. And then he can use his reaction when an ally gets hurt, he can use a reaction to take half the damage that they take.
So he would almost be like seeing into what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
if I
And like
may,
in a moment of like his soul would switch with theirs for a second, he'd take half the damage and then he'd switch right back.
Interesting.
you
Very similar to what he was before.
you could take that a step further and go for a reaction.
Use a reaction. to
Have
do
him be able to swap places with somebody to take the damage instead of them,
it? Ooh, I do like that.
Yep.
and that fit kind of the
Upon
paladin role too.
an ally getting injured in any sort of way, he can use a reaction to switch places with them and take whatever damage they had,
And
or swap places.
so Everett, in doing that, what would you be saving them from? In the worst case scenario.
I mean, death, I guess.
So as each of you walk into the Temple of the Creators, the rest of you can choose one of the boons that you wish, and next session we will get to that, okay? But tonight, as each of you branch off and go to one of the Creators, Everett's the last to come to the threshold, as each of you are drawn within via power and something from beyond. Right? Everett, as you stand at the stone steps of this massive temple, it's not here that you go to. You take a few steps back, and you begin walking. This church is mysterious. It's more of a sanctuary,
Yeah, we passed it on the way, I think.
dedicated to some enigmatic deity that you've never heard of before, or perhaps you have. In this world, she governs the passage of souls from mortal realm to the afterlife, guiding them through the veil rather than somewhere darker. This church is a place of quiet reflection, where the faithful come to honor the Queen and to seek her guidance in matters of life and death, and to find solace in the mysteries of the afterlife, to be able to save those that you love. To put yourself in the way, you would have to see into the future. As you push open the doors, then you walk forward, and the doors slowly close behind you. You see a pool of blackness, perhaps blood. And you walk forward as you hear a raven's caw, and you begin to pray. And that's where we will end tonight's session. It's a good spot, I think.